Yeah, you need to get this put in 4K because
I got it, man. You don't see all the clarity up there, man, with the 4K clarity?
it's fucking clarity.
Yeah. To be fair, that's not the greatest of backgrounds. It's not a 4K background to begin with, Mr.
Right.
Smoky Smoke. So,
You want one? It fucking do wonders for you.
what's it smell like? What is it? What is that thing? What do you? Mango? Fuck your mango.
Oh my goodness, somebody.
Somebody's also trying to talk without a microphone.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Yep.
We are live. And in
We go
fact,
live
let
at
me turn down
10.
my volume.
We go live
Hey,
at
Roger,
10.
microwave.
10 for us, and then whatever time that is for you, that's
It's
what time we
probably
go
10
live.
p.m. somewhere
That's
else.
when we go live for you. I don't claim to know where you are or how that works. Well, yeah, because we
yes.
have
Yeah, that's Wiki.
Yep.
Wiki is over in Taiwan, I believe.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's literally 11. Yeah.
So it's like 2 a.m.
No, he's 13 hours ahead.
Jesus.
So
Yeah, he's-
for us, it's 10 in the morning. For him, it's 11 o'clock at night.
yeah, it's
Oh,
a
wow.
very different.
And he's like, man, I'm tucked up, ready to go to sleep. Better listen to Fandom night. While the rest of us are like, sorry, I just woke up because it's balls ass early.
No
Well,
shit.
it's only balls ass early if you live over like East Coast kind of shit, like California.
No, Bill had to wake up
Washington
balls
and shit
early.
Yeah, that's no
Yeah,
joke.
that's
All the
true.
time.
I would have been woke up balls early, but I got me a 3-day weekend after working 20 days in a row because I said fuck you.
We will have Nick. He already hit me up and told me that he's on his way. He will be late. Something, whatever happened. I don't know what, but he'll be here.
And Shane beat Nick here.
And Shane beat Nick here.
Which is a fucking miracle.
I'm on third shift, so I'm awake.
Yeah.
I see.
Stop playing with stuff.
Well, but there's a thing here.
Yeah, it's not playing with it. It's a mobile wallet.
Yeah, and so I played with it.
What's the point of having a wallet when you have no money?
You know, I've been asking that question for a
Oh.
while, Shane. What's the point of a wallet if you have no money? And here's the thing. Even when I do have money, the wallet has outlived its usefulness quite significantly in my life. I can't tell you the last time, aside from knowing that I was going to a convention that would need physical money,
Yep.
I don't carry it anymore.
Yeah, no, the purpose of a wallet for me is to hold my ID and the 37 sticky notes I have. Being like, fuck, I'm out of milk. Oh no, I need to get more cereal. Damn it, we need bread.
Shit.
Mine are for food orders.
Yeah.
What are we eating? I don't know what the shit that's. I mean, I guess it's early. I'm not eating anything.
Oh well, then he fixed himself. Rating.
No, okay.
Because I was gonna say, in terms of eating, several of us had Hardee's and a couple of us had McDonald's.
It
So,
was
I mean,
like, what? Yep. Yeah, I had Hardee's, and then I came in here and I hit the bag for a little while. Tried to work it off.
Where are girlfriends? Well, my fiance is currently waiting for her mom to get her to take her to her aunt's to finish wedding shit. Since we only just got the fucking wedding license yesterday, because I got fucked over at work myself. Bill's is at work. Shane's is sleeping.
Mine left me.
Scott's, I think, is
Sleeping.
Sleeping, yes. And Nick's is because he's not here to explain.
That's true.
Although I thought I heard something in there. I don't know if it was a Nick or not.
When he
Nah,
gets here, he'll get here.
It could be a Reploid Gwen upstairs running around playing games.
Today, we're going to be going over this folder, and then whatever time we have left, we'll see. We'll just jump into whatever we got. But yeah, that's the idea currently right now, is to go through those
I
two
like your little
ideas.
setup you got going on.
Uh,
It's better than what we were doing before.
Yeah,
I'll say this. This will be much better once it gets the other stuff around it. Because
better
like right
table?
now, well, no, these tables are fine. They're 6-foot tables.
Yeah, well, speaking
Like,
of
what if we wanted to,
speaking
like,
of
scoot
not
up
being
and, like,
sponsored
have, like,
though.
Microphone mounts.
Then we would
On the
push this
table.
forward.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
that'd
then
be
the
pretty
table
cool
would be-
too. And then because we have the TV up there, and
You just don't want to have to hold the mic.
no, dude, this is
You've
bullshit.
been crying about
Jesus
holding the
Christ.
mic for over a decade.
What is this? The fucking 20s?
Oh, my hand,
You know, they
man.
have invented fucking mic holders. Okay, why don't we fucking get them?
Because we're poor?
Because
Yes,
that's exactly
yes.
why,
Yes,
motherfucker.
'cause we're broke.
That's exactly why.
I'm the only one that's got money, and only because they just increased the credit limit on my card the other day, Shane.
Otherwise, he'd
Otherwise,
be
I'd
broke,
be broke.
too.
I literally would have to steal from my wedding money to have came here today.
Everybody's broke as fuck.
Well, we need sponsors.
And it ain't
Give me
getting better.
sponsors.
It ain't getting better when they're like, psst, psst. And you're like, what's up? And your phone company's like, we raised the phone bill. And I'm like, shit. And then right before I have the chance to yell at them, I hear, psst, psst. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And here's this other guy leaning in. He's like, cost of gas just went up. And I'm like, what the fuck? Psst. What the fuck is going on? You turn around, there's the fucking insurance guy. Insurance rates went up. What the, for what? What the fuck? Psst. Again with the fucking psting. And then the guy behind you's like, hey.
We have no individuality, so we also raised our stuff.
Natural gas also went up. And I'm like, what's fucking stop it? Psst.
And
What the fuck now?
And depending on your company, so did the gas, or so did your electric too.
Yeah.
Because
we raised the
sometimes
electric
it's
rates.
the same bill.
Psst, psst, psst.
I'm not answering you. I know you fucking raised some shit.
I know you fucking raised some shit. I'm fucking done.
Hey, you don't make any money.
It's true. And then your job goes psst, psst, and you're like, what? What the fuck do you have to say? And they're like,
We gave you a
no.
raise.
They're like,
Oh, good.
nothing.
5 cents. You motherfucker, you gave me a goddamn nickel raise? Deal with it.
No.
To help with trying times.
You're gonna work more hours. No bonus pay.
And unlike you three homeowning motherfuckers, I get psst, psst. We're jacking up your fucking rent by $100 a month, and I go, motherfucker, I need to get a house. Oh fuck, I gotta get a car first, motherfucker.
And then we got psst, psst, and we're like, what the fuck do you want, entity that has done literally nothing for me the whole time I've been here? And they're like, we're raising union dues. Then they just back up. We got to pay for them lawyers for the upcoming problems.
Yeah, well, speaking of fucking not sponsored for the last fucking 4 hours, Jake said, hey, get Ridgewall, it's not sponsored. Yeah,
Yep.
Well, here's something that we're not sponsored to say that I'm going to say. Since obviously most of you people are here for like Sentai and Tokusatsu and shit, there's a guy named Probate. He's got a YouTube channel called The Foolish Dreamer, and currently he's in the middle of running a Power Rangers D&D game.
Oh, that's that thing. I haven't got a chance to see it, but you sent it to us, and you were talking about he
they've got a
uses.
playlist.
It's like a modified D. What is it? Modified
it's a
20.
modified D20 system.
Yeah.
I believe the show itself, it's called like Power Rangers. Oh God, Power Rangers Gladius. They have like 11 episodes up. I watched the first one to kind of get a feel for it. It's pretty decent. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Okay.
Like I still have way more to get into it, but anybody who's into D&D, and obviously all of you bastards being into Rangers as well, I would definitely recommend them, especially because a lot of the guys playing are not only like people who are in like not in, but kind of adjacent to Team 4-Star stuff. As well as other guys who do D&D stuff. So, like, there's Hey Mr. Rabbit, Brachiozoid, who's an artist who does a lot of stuff for the Unexpectables, as well as he's running his own games. Like, it's a lot of good people. So, I mean, there's actual character development and shit, as opposed to your standard, hey, yeah, we're just trying out this system. Hey, let's go be murder hobos and just, like, slap the shit out of everything we see.
I know.
Oh, look, a chicken, kill it. You know what I mean?
I hate
And
that
no.
shit.
So it's definitely something I would recommend to everybody.
I wonder if they actually ordered the actual Power Rangers D&D game that they made.
That's what I'm figuring
When are
it
we
is
playing
they
D&D
they
again?
got the actual D20 system
Like, we have
through
We'll do
them
it tonight.
because I'd found
we
it.
don't.
Because it's the same ones who do the miniature set
Yep.
that do the actual D&D that's out there. And
Yep.
I have the book itself somewhere.
Yeah, no, I understand that one. Because I even had the thought of, okay, if this ends up being a decent enough system, and everything runs well, it might be something that we could try for the show. Keyword is try, but in the meantime, I would at least recommend them since they have 11 episodes. I think they're like 3 to 4 hours per episode since it's a standard D&D session. So
they probably raped Rita, tore the
No.
Z off said.
no, they homebrewed the entire story. So instead of it being as written in the module, even though yes, it's supposed to take place during like actual Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, he's changed it up enough where now they're supposed to be in like New Zealand. They're fighting against almost like the Machine Empire kind of thing because like their putties are like robots. They just got to their like command center and shit. Just got the Morphers at the end of episode 1. It's kind of cool what they're doing for the homebrew.
What are you smiling about over here? You got this fucking cheesy child smile creeping around your face. The second I clicked that folder, I clicked here and I moved up to number 1, and he's just been... You know that scene in The Grinch where it slowly curves the mouth? He's been doing that over here, slowly obtaining more smile for every other second that we've been sitting here.
Read what that says up top.
What?
Flash.
That's what... Dude, that's been up there for so many fucking years. What the
Where the fuck
You
been?
just now
On that
fucking...
side, can't see shit.
You can tell how
No,
long we've
that's
been
fair.
without an actual, like, monitor
Now-
to,
now-
like...
without an actual
Yeah.
fucking TV.
Now I'm in
You're
the middle.
welcome.
Now I'm in the middle.
We've had that
Shane,
tiny
you're
screen.
welcome.
Anybody on the side can't see it. That was fucking crazy.
Over there. Now I'm over here.
Wow.
Shit.
Holy
All right, well,
I
shit.
thought we were doing a Flash Gordon episode. I'm not even joking.
No. I wouldn't know what to do, honestly. You know,
That
I've
would-
never
that would be-
actually watched it
that would be
seriously.
Odd.
Oh fuck. All right. Well, it's 10:12. We've killed time.
We've given him the time. He'll be here. In order to keep him a part of the main stuff, we're gonna start with this. We're gonna start with the games. So, woo-wee!
Oh, we're doing Pokemon.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's.
Hold on,
That's
hold on,
him right
door
there.
shut.
I think that's him.
Yeah, heard a
Yeah,
door.
the door shut. He might be here.
And we'll click that, oobadoo, and then we'll bring it up here. Okay,
yeah,
so
let me change
before
that
we
to
even
top
start
left.
this, we are rating the designs of the covers. Is that what we're doing? There's a reason I'm asking.
I just collected the cover art.
Oh no, but there's the reason I'm asking is because if that's what we're doing, that's fine. But if we're about to talk these games,
That could take a while.
that could be huge episodes. They
Yes.
might need one thing at a time. In fact, I would tell you, just to avoid that idea, you want to talk a little bit about it, that's fine. But let's avoid that episode until we can literally say, hey, let's talk red, blue, yellow, green. So we'll talk like the Gen 1, and then we'll talk about those games and we'll rate, you know, what ones we thought were the best or whatever. And then, but that, not this time. This time we'll talk covers.
Pupper wants in. Hold on.
Because it just makes the most sense.
So we're rating the covers. Got it.
No, he wants to know. He wants to know why people are here. That's what he's interested in. Lexi, baby, I'll get her.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll avoid that. Come here, baby.
So,
Nobody. Nobody. Here, look, baby.
Musical chairs.
oh, right.
Yeah, there's Nick up there.
Yeah, he'll be here. Poor scared dog. Nobody's talking. That was just like a weird run of silence right there.
Right,
for the
because we
live
had to
show.
deal with puppies.
Puppers.
Yes, we will avoid as much as we can anything like that, like huge major spoilers, I guess. Until we get to the video game talk, then I got to warn you guys, that's going to happen.
Fuck. So
we
what
we
you're
get to
telling
talking
me
one
is-
game at a
is that we
time.
can't- What you tell
Oh,
me is that we
shit.
can't talk about the spoiler on how you had to have multiple games in order to collect all the Pokemon?
Look at that motherfucker.
A lot of people know that.
Shane, I got to ask you, man. How does the Zaku handle?
Oh, like a piece of shit.
Yep.
Especially since that's a Zaku too.
No, that's the Zaku, Shane.
Yep.
The one that he piloted.
That's
in
the
beginning.
Stardust memory handles like a piece of shit Zaku.
Yep.
And then
Zaku 2s just
Already
don't
have
have
that.
Finally-
anything on the
Already have that.
Zaku 1.
yeah, but now I can finally put one on the shelf instead of making 5 of them that never went on the shelf.
Also,
They went to other people.
on top of that, that's the superior one because that's from the origin.
That is the one that I made recently for Shane. So that's the one on his shelf.
You made me think I was gonna
And-
one up Shane for you.
And the one before this one,
Not
the one
possible.
before this one that was released, that went to Spencer. So, yeah, it just keeps happening. Keep building fucking Zaku 2 custom Shars
Oh, yeah, I
and
made it,
never
by the way.
keeping them.
I told you I'd be late, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured.
so the Casey's next to my house, the registers were down,
Nice.
so I had to drive to North Pekin to get drinks and breakfast.
Sweet.
I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
Speaking of which, that was weird as shit. I was driving in and it literally looked like Pekin was burning to the fucking ground because there was like low-hanging clouds.
Yeah, what
I
the
was
fuck
like,
was
what the
that?
fuck is that smoke?
I thought so too
No,
when
just
I was
clouds.
driving in.
Right.
Dude, it's like every single time I drive to Dunlap for the beginning of my day for work, it's like I see nothing but fog in the fields. I'm like, am I driving in the fucking Silent Hill? Is Foreman Pyramid Head about to come out of nowhere and be like, get back to work? Yes, sir.
So a question before we do anything here. Is this it? So this is like one picture, this is this game, and then the next one's going to be a different game.
This is the Japanese version. I do have the American version.
Okay, so the reason I'm asking is because we'll rate this, so we'll be rating one picture, each picture gets a rating. It's not like, here's 3 different pictures of the yellow version. We're not going to come across that problem.
The only issue with that might be the crystal and the gold and silver.
Why is that?
I don't think I got an image of all 3 together, so
Okay,
yep. That might be the only issue.
okay, well, we'll see how
That's
this
fair.
goes.
I thought you were going more like, oh yeah, no, I've got like the gold, silver, and crystal,
So-
and then I've got like the soul silver and the. I was like,
So are we
No,
just
I got those
rating
two
the
together.
cover art?
We're about to
For
rate
now,
the
yeah.
cover art. This will be the first time we've ever done something like this,
'Cause
which,
people
by
in
the
chat were
way,
asking, are we going through the first 151
we are.
right now?
Not after this. After this, we're starting to rate Mons.
fuck,
we won't
does
go.
that mean we've
we
got
won't-
to play Smash or Pass?
We
'Cause I don't
won't
want
be
to do
going.
that.
We won't be going 151 in the first run. There's too many.
I
But
was
we're
about
starting
to say,
with
I'm
game
gonna
covers.
need a bottle to piss in.
We're starting with game covers. And I
We're
got
going to be taking rotations.
I
to go
got
piss
bad
on Bill's
news for
car.
you. I got great and bad news for you.
Oh.
We're
the
about
great
to
news
rate.
is I saved 15% on my car insurance by
You know
not
what-
switching
you know
to
what I'm
Geico.
getting-
The
you know where I'm
bad
going
news
with that
is I'm going to want to kill myself by the end of our episode today.
No.
Oh, okay.
Look, we're about to rate game covers.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've thought about this yet, but this opens the fucking floodgates to put our show into rating game covers.
Dude,
Our show
can-
does what
No.
the fuck it want to do.
Look,
it's like ska.
that's fine.
It do what it want to do.
do, motherfucker, because I got a trumpet.
Right?
Okay, so
It's kind of like that.
God damn it.
It's kind of like that meme I saw. It was like emo people were like, "Oh, the world sucks and I hate everything," and then it's like goth people are like, "The world sucks, but there's beauty in the suckage,"
All right.
and the punk people are like, "The world sucks and I'm gonna do something about it," and then ska is like, "The world sucks, but I got a fucking trumpet."
Yep.
That's all you need. Some ska.
so what we have here
Is failure to communicate?
is the same basically cover, just different colors with different mons on them.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
So-
because
we'll
we didn't
look
have a
at-
green.
Let's look at the weakest one first. So
Well, okay, so here's
So
this is
we're
what
looking at Venusaur.
correct.
But here's the thing. If we're doing this, the first game we rate, we'll rate them all, but look, the first game was green.
Yes.
Yep.
They got green,
And we
and then they got blue and red. We took their blue and red and that's what we
And then
used.
eventually came out with leaf green. And,
From what I understand, yeah.
and then
And we from what I understand, we took their blue version and
I
whatnot
thought-
and ran with
I
that.
thought their green was our blue and red.
No, their green
No.
is not the same game. I've actually played it. It's got sprites that are really bizarre, music
Yep.
that didn't happen in ours. Some of the layouts a little bit different. Like
Yeah.
it's a slightly
I'll have to
different
see if
game.
I
It
can
was
find
it was
the
the
fan
first
translation.
it was the first game.
So, like I said, let's look at the weakest one first.
So it's Venusaur.
Yes. So I like.
Because if you pick a grass starter, you're wrong.
No, that's not true. Gen 3 is the greatest starter of all time.
What was Gen 3?
Trico.
Yep.
What were the other two?
Torchic and Mudkip.
Yep.
So look, I'm gonna be honest.
Or you just skip that generation because that generation sucks because that's Ruby and Sapphire, isn't it?
if I'm walking
I
through
believe
the
so,
if I'm
yeah.
walking
Fuck
through
that
the
generation.
store and I come across that green case there, I don't know that I'm buying it. I'm gonna be
No.
honest. There's a lot of hindsight taking place here. I like him now, but back then, had you showed me Weird Frog Tree Man, and that's all I got, and I don't know anything about the game or anything. This is what they had.
Yeah.
This appeared on their shelf, and if you were like me, I didn't have the show or anything the first time I bought Pokemon. My grandma, I was going all the way fucking out past Mississippi somewhere, and she was like, "So this is going to be a long car ride," and I said, "Okay," and then she said, "Do you have any games to play?" And I was like, "No." She goes, "Oh, no way. She goes, "Well, then we'll make a stop. You can buy one game." And there was a display with red and blue, and I bought red only because it was a dragon. And I
fucking
thought it was an
fiery
RPG
dragon
with the
guy.
dragon, and I liked Dragon Warrior, and I thought that's what I was doing. That's the only reason I bought it back then. There was no show yet when I got on board.
Giant turtle with weird cannons coming out his back does not seem
'Cause
as
bitches-
appeasing.
Well,
Bitches
I
love
thought
cannons.
he was cool. I thought he was cool, but I just liked the idea that there
But
was
a
a
Dargan.
dragon.
But they,
That's not a Dargan until X and fucking Y, and then it can become a Dargan.
but now let's look at
Stupid ass
let's look at the
fucking
most overrated
Yeah,
one, or the red one. But the most overrated Pokemon of all time. Yeah, it's not cool. Now let's look
Yeah,
at now let's
look,
look at the greatest.
I
one
get it,
over
chat.
there, the blue one.
Charizard is not a dragon, but you get to speak from hindsight. There wasn't a show, there wasn't a manga, there wasn't a cartoon on TV, there wasn't anything, any reference material whatsoever. I bought this game before any of the other shit came out.
X and Y was Gen 8, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So
it took
there
them
was
8
a
generations
dragon.
to give us a Dragon Charizard, and that's only if you pick the right version. And I think that was Charizard X.
Is X the dragon? It could be.
Y, I think,
I
was the
believe so.
double fire.
It's the
type.
black
no,
one.
Why is fire flying still? He's just more powerful, and and X is fire dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that gave you the black dragon
the black
with the blue
with the
flames.
blue flames. Yes. The
Oh,
that's
it was
but
Gen
if you
6.
If you watch,
My bad. They correct me. It's
If-
Gen 6.
that's what I was thinking.
It took them 6 generations to give us an actual Dargan Charizard, though.
And by the way, if you watch the anime that follows Red, when he goes to get Mewtwo, he uses Charizard X, which
Yeah, I know.
is the more popular one. Let's be real,
Yeah, I
because
know.
it finally makes him a damn dragon.
Yeah,
So
and it's black and blue.
So
yeah.
this one's rough for me
The
because
best
I
one-
love
the best
this.
One's the blue one.
I
So-
love this. See, oh man, no.
See, and this is where we're all gonna come. Have
Well,
to
it's the
sit and
best.
fight.
It's the best starter.
Rate the look. Unless anybody has something else to say,
The
we've got to
cover
rate
art
the
is
green.
a 2.5 because it's not really screaming.
Yeah,
at
'cause
me.
we've
It's
gotta
basic,
rate-
It's below basic.
Yeah, we've got to rate the green, and I've got to take myself off the nostalgia. I have to. It's tough to do, but
Oh.
look, if I would have walked through the store
Are we
and
gonna rate
seen
each one?
yeah, because green was the first game,
Green's a 1.
and see, I'm actually sitting there with you. I think
That's
that without
a weird
being
fucking dinosaur with a palm tree on his back. I don't know what the fuck that is.
without having all the stuff behind it, had I saw that in the store, I would not have bought it. That's a 1. You have to be. It's simply bad. It doesn't convey what's going on. It doesn't tell me it's an RPG. It doesn't sell the game. It's a cool monster,
it could
kind
tell you-
of.
It could tell you that it's an RPG. It's in Japanese.
Pokemon. Pocket monsters.
There's monsters in your pocket, Shane. That's all we know. For all we know, that could be another fucking Tamagotchi.
I'm just saying, yeah, okay, the link cord, that was a cool gimmick at the time, but let's
Yeah.
be honest, I'm on a car trip by myself. I'm just
That's-
looking at my own personal experience here. I'm going to play this game alone. I know that. I was a lonely child, okay?
Loser.
So that's just the way that it is. That would be a 1. I wouldn't have bought that on first sight.
I'm gonna give it a 1.
Well, maybe. Let me fight with myself. I'm going to take it up to a 1.5 because I get the idea that you have to be a fan to appreciate the behind the, going backwards realistically in your life. You have to say, this is the things I already know, but realistically, if I was standing there, I would have had to have been a fan of this beforehand before I would have picked this up. It's not simply bad. It's a cool fucking toad monster thing. But, there's no way I'd have bought that game. Not off the rack. Not with just... And that's the way they sold games back then. Let's be honest. How many shitty games did you rent because the cover was cool?
Yeah.
If
Scott,
that cover can't make me
you
buy
can't
it,
say you
it's a
didn't do
bad
it, too.
cover.
I saw you do it once. You're like, hey, we should go pick up some games to play. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do that. Oh, this looks neat. Was it neat, Scott? Was that game neat? The one that we all thought was kind of neat looking? No. No, Scott, it
I'm
wasn't.
gonna give the green 1.5 as well because
1.5?
yeah, 1.5. Yep.
Okay.
Because it really
you
sounded
forgot
like
the
you
one
said the
point.
green one 5.
Green 1.5.
And it's like, why would you give that fucker a 5? That's no.
No.
Kill yourself.
I'm giving it a 1.5. Okay. What are you giving the green, Seth? 1. I saw that. What are
Scott.
you giving?
I'm giving green a deuce.
Deuce. That's
Scott's being generous.
a poo.
Me and Bill
Just slightly
shit
generous.
all over this thing.
Okay, so that puts us on to red and blue.
Oh, nope. No, we got
No, because I still haven't rated.
I apologize.
I'm having difficulty pulling myself out of the nostalgia.
I know.
Oh, it was really easy. It looks stupid.
Damn.
Dude, that's harsh. I mean, come on, Venusaur ain't that bad. I mean, he's not the best,
Shame.
but he's not that bad.
Venusaur's that bad.
Well, no, they made him a grass poison type that actually helped
It's
him
going
out.
to be interesting to rate those Mon.
Let's be real.
You know what? No, I'm going to be the most fucked up one of all. I'm going to give it a 1.75 because I can't quite agree with the 1.5, but I can't exactly give it a 2, so I'm going to split the fucking
And Seth
difference.
bitches at me for fucking doing
So,
shit like that.
1.55. I bitch at you because you changed your mind 13 times.
We
As
don't
I've
have
already
a woman
fucking-
on this crew, and the only woman-esque person is sitting there wearing a hat, not being a woman.
Wow. So we're on.
So
told
ship
you I
your
shaved.
sorry pale ass out.
What's this guy get?
Must not have seen what we did to
1.55.
Big J.
1.55 is
For
green.
green.
We're on red and blue.
Okay, red. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Red and blue came out the same time. They're co-covers.
Right.
So if one cover pulls the other down,
Oh,
that's part of your score. They were on the market exact same time. They're co-covers.
3.
it's a 2.5
3.
because I don't really care for the Blastoise cover.
Okay.
Coolest fucking starter.
The thing is, you got to pull yourself out of it. This is the first time you ever see it. I see a screaming turtle with weird things coming out of his back, or a sweet ass fiery dragon.
When I walked
I
up
like
to
dragons.
it, I liked the idea of both of them. When I walked up, I was trying to find a game I wanted to play. I knew a couple of the games on the rack. I saw that dragon, and I don't know why, but my mind ran through all these different possibilities of what that could be. And I couldn't touch the game. It was behind the glass, so all I could do was look at that game and go, I don't know what that dragon is, but I want that dragon. And then there was a blue version right next to it, and I was like, and I don't know why there's a turtle. Like, there's a turtle too. It's not like, so like, if I get this game, I'm going to play the dragon. If I get this game, I'm going to play the turtle. That's where my mind was, is that this was going to be
I
the
mean,
character you got.
technically, you're not wrong.
So I went with the dragon because I was thinking dragon warrior and training a dragon, and I'd have a cool dragon, and so that cover literally sold me, as ridiculous as it is. Ours was a little bit different, but you get the idea.
Right.
This cover, in the same idea mentality over there, would have sold me the same way. I want the dragon. Don't want the turtle. So while that's a 4, I'm at 3.5 because I picked the dragon over the turtle. But both of those covers, for what it's worth at the time, kind of caught my attention. I liked Gun Turtle. I just didn't want him over my dragon, which was not a dragon.
And now you now realize that you made a mistake because we
No.
only speak gun turtle.
Nope. The Kanto starters, I go back and forth with them all the time.
Blastoise is the only one that didn't get a dual typing.
I go back and forth with them
Pure
all the
water.
time as to what one is my favorite. I
And
think they are
what sucks with
unbelievably
Charizard-
solid designs.
What sucks with Charizard is that because he's fire flying, I throw a rock at him and he's done for.
Yeah.
4 times weak to rock is not good.
Well, either way, I give it a 3, so it's a 3. Moving on.
A Geodude.
Well, by that point, it'd probably be a Graveler.
Yeah, and that's dangerous.
That puts us on our American release. This is what we got
Yep.
here. This is what our versions looked like. And that dragon,
It still looks cool as shit.
that was what caught my attention. I
Well, the
liked
Japanese
this
one's
turtle.
better because the dragon's standing there and the fire's coming out.
Yeah,
of
but
the
this one looks like he's about to fucking get ready to launch into the
mouth.
sky
I
and
like.
fuck
I love
something's
the
world
Blastoise
up.
one. I really do.
I don't know. When I was growing up, and still even today, that dragon cover catches my attention more than that turtle does. But I was playing Dragon Warrior at the time. That was a game that I knew, a game that I liked. I liked that. And the idea, gotta catch them all, I knew immediately that this was some kind of RPG, had to be something like Dragon Warrior, but maybe you caught things like, and ironically, this is actually a game later on, but at the time I was like, maybe you catch things like the Slime and Ghost and things like that, because I was comparing
And
it
then
to Dragon
and
Warrior.
then they came out with Dragon
They-
Warrior Monsters.
They actually did do Dragon Warrior Monsters. But that's where my mind was. That's why I bought the red.
Well, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because I like.
I'm at the
these.
same. I'm at 3.5 again.
I like these covers. I love the blue one though. Sorry, that turtle got that cannon pointing out, looking like he's like got that little smirk. Like you know what's happening. Yep.
4.
Good job. All right.
Scott,
4.
Jump on the
3.125.
Okay.
And the
3.625, so 3.63.
Oh,
You're welcome.
yellow.
So
version.
then, Mr. Pikachu edition came out.
Okay, now we might have the most overrated Pokemon.
All right.
Now the thing is, this is Chubby Chew.
Now I'm going to say
This
something
is
here.
OG,
Okay.
This is OG Chew.
Yeah, that's Chubby Chew.
I'm going to say something here that I get it. I get it. He's overrated. This little motherfucker right here, I could probably put in my top 10 most used Pokemon ever in the history of the franchise every time without fail.
Now, I will say that while I think Pikachu might
I've used
is
Pikachu
overrated,
twice.
it does evolve into one of my favorite electric types.
Yes,
I
but
love Raichu.
I like his little appeal. He's tiny, he can be cute, he's cool. Yellow's not a bad color at all. But then like
He's tiny, he can be cute, and he can zap the living
Yeah.
dicks off of him.
well, he can. I like the fact.
Enjoy.
I like the fact that he addresses both parts of the franchise at the time, which is monsters or animal things, sometimes cute but wild and vicious. Like he strikes an absolute balance on the idea of what we're looking at. He's a tiny little wrecking machine.
And let's be real, his typing in the games, really, he only struggles with one thing, and that's ground.
At the time, electric was a solid choice for the game.
Unless you were able to get the little surfing Pikachu.
With Surf would help him
Which
out
you
with
could
his
get on
ground
this.
type. But when you're talking about weaknesses,
Yellow
Elec-
was the edition where you could do that.
electric
Yep.
has a lot of like
I thought the
neutral.
surfing was the
No.
Japanese only, or was it
No,
just
you could do
a
it in
promo
America
thing?
because I had it.
Yeah, that's the
way to
reason
do
in the
it-
intro. That's the reason it shows him surfing is because that's kind of a nod to the idea that you will be
The-
able to.
the
I
way
can't remember
that you-
how you do
the
it.
way that you taught Pikachu that was initially it was a promotion, but they had a way around that when the N64 came out.
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium, you could pull your Pikachu into the game.
Yeah.
You could teach it surf,
Okay.
and then you could pull it back to your game.
See,
That's
I
how
remember-
I got it because I missed out on the Toys R Us promotions that were going on because we never
Yeah.
fucking went to Toys R Us.
Yeah.
But that was one of the Toys R Us things, Scott. You just walk up, you plug it into their stupid little thing. That's also how you could get Mew.
Oh, yeah, I remember that too.
I like his design. I know he's overrated, but I have him on my shelf like 7 times.
Well, he's the
Not a
mas-
joke.
Well, he is the mascot.
No, it's not even about the mascot. It's not even that he's readily available. I mean, there's mascots to other series that I don't have on my shelf 7 times.
He was readily available as long as you had a red version. If you had blue version, you couldn't get a Pikachu.
But yeah, I've always
Red
liked
version,
him.
it was a 7% chance to encounter Pikachu in the Viridian Forest.
Yep, I remember.
I've always liked him. I'm
Well, I'll give-
I'm one
Oh,
of
the
the
Blockbuster kiosks.
I'll give this a 3.5.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, when they very first announced this game, and when I saw that cover, I liked Pikachu because I ran into him in the forest and literally powered him through my entire first run. So I already had a connection to that thing. And this doesn't count for the cover, but the fact that he was going to follow me around was a huge deal back then. I have to remove myself from that. I have to remove myself from that. But I liked him. He was one of my favorite Pokemon, and by this time, he was being promoted heavily in the show, so I get that. But like, I liked him from the game.
All right.
I did. That's where my
What are you gonna
first
give it,
encounter
though?
with him was. This cover, I guarantee, this cover sold copies like a motherfucker. It's 4. It's easily a 4, hands down.
What about
No
you,
argument
Scott?
at all from me.
What do you got on this? What's your connection to yellow version?
5.
5. Nice. A big connection. Nick?
3.75 because, I mean, I did save up my allowance to buy it.
There we go.
My sister didn't get yellow version because she didn't want it.
So Seth was the hater because he gave it a 3.
Yeah.
Most of these,
I mean,
Because it's,
this one
it's
was
basic.
neat.
here's the thing. Most of these, if we're being brutally honest, all Pokemon covers,
Or like this, pretty much.
I'm going to say it, they all suck.
Yeah.
They all suck. They're just one monster standing there with a colored background. That's normally all they are.
So
And
anyway,
unless that monster really grabs your attention,
Which we'll get there.
Yeah.
then it's
we'll get-
it's nothing.
We'll get there.
But anyway, so 3.85.
Okay.
And now we have problems.
Like this, we already knew
Oh, and Lugia.
by this time we loved the franchise. So
Yep.
at this time we were back to guessing which one of these monsters we wanted. That's really what came down on these covers is they were like here's Ho-Ho, here's Lugia, and they were
And
like
we thought we were going to get those out the gate. No, those are just the special ones for the fucking game.
yep.
I
Yep.
know which one.
Go
dude.
find your fucking
Nope.
legendary bird thing.
But I'll say that this is how they were selling games at the time. Because and even
version
today,
did you have?
even today, I think that's still a thing because oftentimes the legendary is the one that's sitting on
Which
the
is the
front,
reason
and
why
it's
it is
what
on-
legendary you're
yeah.
going to gun for is the
Wait,
one that you'll
hold
buy.
Which version did you have, Scott?
I think at one point I did have both.
Do you remember which one you bought first? 'Cause I know
Might have been silver.
silver.
Now, here's the thing. Me and my sister both got a copy of this for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I got gold, she got silver.
Okay.
See, and mine was reversed because I got mine for Christmas and I got the silver and my sister got the gold because my brother had red. And my mom thought, oh, you guys could just trade them all. Kind of.
I mean, we could trade for all of his shit.
I had
Yeah.
I had the superior one, the silver.
Oh, I like that cover more. I had gold.
What's wrong? Everybody's wrong. So.
No, it's not. It's nothing about that. When I went to the store, that's what was on the shelf.
Hey, Shane?
Gold.
What monster type do I usually use? Like what Pokemon type is usually on my team?
Fire.
There you go.
And that's a fire flying, but Lugia is a fucking psychic flying.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Psychic.
Yeah, it has.
If I'm
no-
gonna,
matter.
if I'm gonna
Fuck them
throw
le-
a psychic
Fuck
type
them
in my
legendary
team,
birds. I just need my Typhlosion. I'm done.
You asking me that
Yeah,
question though?
Typhlosion.
When you ask me that question, it's
starter.
very simple. I had the gold because that's what was on the shelf.
Hey,
It was
dude,
the only thing there.
Typhlosion, buddy.
Has nothing to do with the
Typhlosion's
cover.
awesome. He's the second
See,
best.
what sold me onto which one to pick?
All the way.
The Pokemon movie.
Okay.
Because Lugia was the
He was in that movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ho-Oh was shown in the very first episode of Pokemon.
Yep.
He was flying over Ash when Ash was
Slightly
laying there.
different, but
Yeah, and that was the other than that was Ash's very first legendary Pokemon that he saw. Even the Pokedex said entry. I couldn't find the entry because I didn't know what the hell it was.
What the fuck is that thing?
So I'm
it's
just
a legendary bird. Don't worry about it.
Ho-Oh was the first legendary Ash saw. Lugia was big because of that movie.
Yeah.
They brought Ho-Oh in, I think, eventually.
Yeah,
but-
our connections are so amazingly different. That's one thing I've always admired about this franchise is how different it is. You guys talk about the show. I watched half of the normal original series,
Yep.
the first season thing, half of it. That's it. Then I watched Pokemon the first movie in theaters, and
Yep.
that's it. I was done with the franchise. I was playing the games
Didn't you
only.
watch the Pokemon Origins thing though later?
Years later.
Yeah, I mean when it came
But-
out on Netflix.
But what I mean is that,
Yeah, but that came out way
when we were
later.
Yeah,
kids,
that was like 2 years ago.
when we were
or
kids,
3.
I was done with this very fast. I loved the games for games, and that was it. It's just crazy because, like, you guys had, I didn't know who these two things were. I didn't see the show. I wasn't playing the cards. I only played the games. When I walked in the store, there were 2 of these. Silver was sold out. I bought gold. That's it. That's
Silver
as deep
was-
as it went.
This version, Silver was the more popular.
I knew that I
And
liked
here's
Pokemon.
The thing. That doesn't look like a bird.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the hell.
That looks like some weird.
Well,
fucking
it's aquatic.
water thing.
It is aquatic.
It's
can-
Nessie.
Lugia is aquatic.
I thought he was a bird.
You see him. You see him in the animes,
is
especially like he does fly, but when you see him in the anime, he often comes out
Yeah.
of the ocean. He's aquatic. He's swimming.
Okay, look.
It's
all right.
mostly Nessie that
And
can
actually,
fly.
on the title screen, when you start the
Flying
game,
Nessie
he's
versus
swimming.
Fucking Pompadour, goddamn Eagle Man.
Right, but
I'm
when
gonna
you
go with Pompadour Eagle Man
when you
Well, that's
start the
fine.
when you
That's
start the
fine.
game
You're
when you
wrong.
because
start
he's got a Pompadour.
when you start the game when you very
I
first
like
get to the
Ho-Oh.
title screen, he's swimming.
Ho-Oh's awesome, but I'm telling you, dude, Lugia's the shit, dude.
I
So-
like the
and I like-
Lugia cover
And to
better
be honest,
personally.
I know that Silver means second
I like
place,
the Ho-Oh cover
but I
better.
actually prefer Silver over Gold.
In terms of these, look, I'm going to give them a 3, but I've given you my opinions. I would have bought the silver
4.
had I seen them both.
I like these more.
But once again, you know what these are? These are birds.
His birds.
And sadly, Ho-Oh, for
Is
me
more bird.
personally, pulls the one cover down. And it would be vice versa to anybody else.
Yeah, it's
and
vice
this is the
versa for me.
problem. This is the big problem with Pokemon game covers. They're so fucking popular. They're such a big fucking deal that they no longer have to try. Like, and I called it out,
X
and
and
I don't
Y?
care. Selfless, fucking shameless self-promotion. I'm going to do it right now. I covered the Nintendo Direct last time, and in the last fucking 15 minutes of my video, I called Zelda out for being what it is. That trailer is fucking trash.
Yep.
I mean,
They
at least
could
it's better
not.
than the teaser trailer they did for Dragon Quest 12, where all it was a campfire.
Zelda has become so big, it can't fail. Just like Pokemon, these are trash. These are bad game covers. You know nothing about them. I'm trying as hard as I can to remove myself from the nostalgia. Just like the new Zelda game, if that would have been a game called Elf, and they'd have shown that fucking they'd have shown that trailer, nobody would buy it.
I wouldn't buy it anyways because of what it was called.
I'm just
Elf.
saying, nobody would
Fuck
buy it.
elves.
But it's Zelda, so everybody was like, "Oh my god!"
You know that Link is basically an elf, right?
That trailer is trash.
And you like Zelda games.
I can snip his ears and he'll be fine.
No. No.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, I gave my score. Would anybody else get the score?
Oh,
Bill.
yeah.
Bill
Yeah.
Yeah,
gave it a
3.
Bill.
I gave it a 3.
Because in my opinion, almost every game cover is basic unless that monster really slaps your face with epic.
Yeah.
What are you, Seth?
This was the first generation that I actually owned that I wasn't borrowing from like my younger brother or a friend or something else. I love this generation out of all of the others. It is my absolute hands down favorite. It's a fucking 3 because the cover is here's a Pokemon, here's a color. We're going to slap the name on it. Make sure you get it for your Game Boy Color. Make sure you put that motherfucker inside the Super Game Boy so you can play it in color.
It was, yeah.
I don't like
Is Ruby and Sapphire up next? Cool. I'm gonna go have a cigarette. Nuke it.
Damn.
What?
Preemptive nuking. This gets a 3.
I have to see the covers because
Ruby
I'm
and
pretty sure it's
Sapphire
just a
gets nuked.
color and a Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Yeah.
And
it's
I
a color and
hate
a
Gen
Pokemon.
3 so much that
4.
I don't care.
4,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna be a
So-
bitch.
Scott.
So this generation is a 3.4. Let's
Well
move
done,
on.
Scott. Well done.
Because to be fair, I think there might be a yeah. I was
Oh,
gonna say
Oh.
Crystal.
All right, I forgot. Crystal, this
5.
is 5. Fucking Suicune looks fucking amazing.
5.
Bill's throwing a 5 and moving around Shane's face. If only we had the
If only
camera.
we had the camera set up.
I swear to God.
Okay, so first
This
off,
one
I
is
bought
a
this
5.
game. I bought this game for that Pokemon. I didn't know what it was. I had already gotten a gold. I went in the store. I didn't even know Crystal was a thing. I walked over to the rack, and I was told, just like always, every summer, my grandma goes, you can get one game. I walked up. That was there. I said, I have to have that. I don't know what it is. I need it.
okay, let me tell
I
you this
need
right
it in my life.
now. Okay, let me tell you this right now.
Didn't the 3 legendary dogs show up in Gold and Silver though?
But I was a
Yes.
child, and the only thing I did with those games was beat them as fast as I
I'm
could.
going to
Yep.
let
in-
you guys
in
know
fact-
something.
In fact, the reason why it is I love this version the most
Everyone
is
stand up,
you
so
can
why
get
not?
every fucking legendary from the 2.
This gets a nuke.
Now, mind you, I still prefer.
Because Suicune is trash.
No. Nope. I needed him.
Suicune is fucking amazing.
Suicune is trash coon.
Nope. I walked in,
There's only
saw
one.
this wolf thing,
No, it's
and
the
I
other
needed
one.
it.
Raikou is the best.
I didn't know what it was. It had long flowing
No,
hair. It
I'm
had
messing
these
with you guys.
ribbon
Don't
things
nuke
coming
that,
off
don't
the
nuke
back.
that.
It had
Oh,
this
well, fuck you,
had
I
this
already did
crystal horn thing in the front.
3-5.
I needed it.
3-5.
I needed it in my life.
I like Suicune. I'm just messing with you. But I like I wish Raikou would have got his cover. But it's cool. Crystal. This is actually the.
Oh yeah,
No,
what
that-
did you give
no,
Nick?
it's the
Was
next
it a
one.
5?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, so I've got 3 5s, a 3-5 from Shane. I'm gonna give this thing a 3. Why? Because it's a Pokemon with the fucking color.
I agree.
While I like,
I agree.
out of all of the legendary dogs, Suicune was my fucking favorite. But that doesn't fucking save it. It's still a Pokemon with a color that says get it on your Game Boy Color, plug that motherfucker into the goddamn Super Game Boy on your Super Nintendo and play it on your TV. No.
No,
So,
I agree. These
altogether-
covers are all basic. Like I said, the only thing that's going to sell it is if your first impression was that Pokemon design fucking slaps.
Right?
I kind of wish I had included the other Pokemon games because they would have had more on the covers.
You're not wrong. But it's a 4.3. We can move on.
Okay, so that puts us here. And
Ruby Sapphire.
Nick already said nuke it.
no, I'm going to give it a 2. I didn't like the design of either one of these guys. When I saw these come out in store, I was like, cool whale guy, which I thought was the cooler version of the two. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know why. I think it's because he reminded me of Shining Force
Well,
with the
first
giant
off-
flying thing.
Groudor
Grounding.
is the red one, and then Kyogre is the whale.
Yep.
Kyogre is the best. That's the one I. When I finally got this version, I got the blue Sapphire version. Even though I like red more, I decided I like the whale better. I picked water Pokemon a lot. If you guys didn't notice,
So do I. I'm still giving it a 2.
I'm giving it. I'm gonna.
The only reason why I'm giving it a 2 is because it would be basic bitch at 3, but the only reason why I ever played this generation is because yeah, they do. But no, the only reason why I ever played this generation is because I ended up getting an emulator and played it that way.
Well, okay. I can't.
We're gonna have to.
I owned this game.
We are gonna have to find a new co-host.
I owned this
Nick's about
game.
to disappear.
I owned the red,
Well, of
and I
course,
didn't
you
play
hear
it
him
for very
fart?
long.
Sounded like he launched an
I
orbit.
played Ruby, thinking, okay, cool, fire guy, this is gonna be awesome, and I go in and 90% water.
Yes, that's
I
why,
went,
that's why Kyogre is better because it's 90% water.
Okay, so here's the
so
thing.
it shit on me because I like the fire types.
I was in a different mindset.
I use fire types. The entire game is 90% water.
Yes, that region really
Fuck this generation. I am being a cheap bitch. I'm nuking it because fuck this generation.
This game
caused me to stop playing Pokemon.
This game caused me to stop for a very different reason.
3.
I stopped playing Pokemon on this game because when I got here, this was the Game Boy Advance, okay? What was the first RPG I played on the Game Boy Advance? It was Golden Sun. So after playing Golden Sun, I thought, man, the Game Boy Advance is fucking sick. I can't wait to see what they do with Pokemon.
And it was the same cardboard cutouts.
And that was my problem. When I was pretty much a graphic fiend at this point. I was looking to see what could be next. That was the era that I was living in. I wanted to see the next cool-looking things. And when this came out, these game covers are not at fault for this. Not at fault for this at all.
Hey, Shane, your wife is in the chat.
Yep. These game covers are not the thing at fault. The thing at fault was that it was the same cardboard cutout shit that I just played on Game Boy. And I was like, this is it? Look at Golden Sun. What is this? Why is it so fucking bad? I remember being so pissed that I left on graphics alone and didn't come back for a long while. But in terms of these covers, these are basic little covers.
Okay. So what did these
But
get?
they're as far neither one of these Pokemon slaps me in the face with being so cool I have to have it. It's a 2.
All right, so because of the nuke, it's a 1.
Okay, so hold on. Before we continue, the next one is a Genesis for everybody.
No,
We'll
it's
see.
not.
For everybody.
We'll see because I seem to be I'm doing as much as I can to remove myself and actually rate these covers.
Oh no! Okay, sorry, my bad. After this, it's a Genesis.
Okay, immediate 3.
3, yeah.
It's a 2.
Well, these are the better.
Because the Charizard is like a 3.5, but that fucking Venusaur
Well, here's the-
looks derpy as shit,
Now, once again,
and that gets a 1.
Now.
So it's a 2.
I like
5.
Toads.
I picked Fire Red on this one, so
I'm on a 3, so altogether it's a 3.2. We can move on since we've already looked at them, kind of.
Yeah, I like Toads. I'm not opposed to that
I
at
didn't
all.
like Wind Waker because I played on a friend of mine's GameCube that was dying.
Okay,
so
now it's-
sailing between islands took literally 20 minutes.
now it's a Genesis for everybody.
Eh.
No, and I was right the whole time.
No, but I'll tell you
It's
this.
a toothless dragon.
Oh, that thing is the most badass.
It's Shenron without the teeth.
I remember when I very first saw that cover, cover-wise, because the only thing I could do here is tell you all these covers are a base. And I'm being serious. Every cover in this, because they all look like this, they're all 3s right off the bat. But then, depending on whether the design of the Pokemon, in first impressions, the day you saw it, not hindsight, the day you saw it, slapped your face and said, I'm fucking cool.
Right.
If that got you, then it goes up. If it didn't, then it probably goes down because you have to like that
This
Pokemon to give a
got-
shit.
this got
These
me.
are basic covers. That was a 4 for me. I thought this guy looked
4.
awesome.
4. I gave it a Genesis. I'm Genesis again.
It's a 2.
Boom!
It's 2.
I'm not rating the game. If
No,
I'm,
I'm
if
not rating the game.
If I rate the game, it's going to be very different.
I'm looking at the way they designed Rayquaza. It's a toothless Shenron.
4.6.
I thought he was neat.
He's very strong, too.
That meant nothing to me.
Okay, we have Dialga and
2.
Palic- Palkia.
Both of these guys look like shit.
It's a
2.
1.5.
This was the first time that I saw Pokemon covers where neither of the legendaries meant shit to me. At least in going back and looking at what we've already looked at, when they showed the 2 birds, I was like, neat, birds.
Okay.
And I was able to pick a bird I liked. When I go to the next thing, they're like, hey, this dog. 5, motherfucker.
Okay.
But when we get here,
Okay, so
Yeah, this is where it started going downhill for me as far as playing the game.
Look, it's weird Brontosaurus
oh, I'm just,
with
their design
spikes
is bad.
he is
and a fucking chest plate, and then long-necked derpy fucking.
Dialga is the
Dude.
keeper of time.
Look, I'll give it a 2.5 because again, I'm
Palkia
with
is
Phil.
the keeper of
All
space.
of them started at 3.
Time and space.
These mons aren't really doing
Don't care.
much. They're not really
Water
over-designed,
Dragon,
but,
Steel Dragon.
Don't care.
So for me, when these came out as Shining, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I obviously picked Diamond because I actually did like Dialga. I didn't care for the other one. The typing is fine. I mean, but like when you're looking at the Pokemon, I was drawn to Diamond.
Well, I was
And I don't
not
like Pearl. I just don't like how he looks.
I was
So-
not playing I was not playing the game.
You ready to see how far my mic reaches?
I was done with the games.
Hey Seth, 2.
Okay, you're on a 2?
Yeah, because I think the other one really drags it down for me.
No,
All
I
right,
wasn't.
well, then it's a 2 altogether.
You know the games. I didn't know the games. I was not playing them. This did not chase me
Nick.
out. I have no nostalgia.
think
I have
I'm
no
outside having a
hardship.
smoke.
I was already done with the
Because I
games.
stopped stepping on.
Okay,
your
so
Yeah, I know.
it came out as a 2.
So, yeah,
But
I have
the
nothing.
next one is a 5 for everybody.
I'm only looking at designs. No. 2.
That's fucking Giratina.
2. I don't care. I wasn't. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you is I am trying as hard as I can to remove myself from the nostalgia. If today
looks dumb,
I had
it's a
never
1.
seen a Pokemon ever, and that was the cover I had to go on to sell me on, you can get monsters in this game, and that's the monster they presented. For me, personally,
it's a monster.
that's a 2. It's a monster,
It's
but
a dumb
I
looking
don't
one.
like its
It's a
design.
1.
I never liked its design. I
Yeah,
don't
fuck
like
that
its design
millipede
today.
bitches, too.
And when I look at it, this weird millipede monster thing,
Seth!
I got nothing for it. I have no nostalgia in this game at all.
Not my fault.
I wasn't playing.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't watch
Not
the
my
show.
fault you put
I wasn't
drinks on
reading
the
the
table.
manga. I wasn't
Where
playing
there's
the
a
Come on
Pokemon
the
cards.
go.
floor, damn it.
Well, let me tell you this.
2.
It's fine. Okay? I don't care what you guys say. You're wrong in my opinion.
That's fine.
What'd you say, Shane? I can't hear. I got a
Giratina
door
is
in the way.
awesome,
Fine.
especially since this is the Pokemon Devil.
Shane,
I don't know that story. I
we're
don't
grading
care.
the cover, not the game.
That's exactly what I'm trying to get across to you. I don't care. I can sit here and talk the games with you for hours, which we have in upcoming episodes. But that's going to be a different conversation because then we're going to talk about a lot of cool stuff. But this is a cover where they just slapped this guy on the case and they have to sell this game to you with just that monster.
And it
Are
did.
you going to buy
And
it?
it-
And
yes, it
for
did.
you, that's great. For me, I have no attachment to this guy at all. 2. I'm being as generous as I can without dropping further because I would not buy this. I would not buy weird millipede
1.
man.
See, Scott's on my side. Fuck this looking dude.
I
Like I
wouldn't.
said, for me, this was where it was going downhill. So
See, and that's the different end of the spectrum.
Seth!
You were playing the games. He was done with the games. I was not involved at all.
Because Shane's wrong.
2.4. Moving on.
2.4. Good. Fuck
And thank
this
God
guy.
I could still see the TV from back here.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Okay.
I mean, they look a little better. I'll give them a 4.
Honestly, this is the one time I'm actually going to say Lugia looks better.
Removing myself from the nostalgia. Very hard to do right now. You don't
Right.
even know.
It's still a 2.5, though.
Gotta
but there's more details in the background this time around.
Yes.
It's not just a color.
I got to really pull myself away, and I got to say, I like the fact that you could see their element, that you could see the tower back there. On his, you could see all the ice and the water and shit like that from where he comes from. There's a little more idea behind it. They look better on the cover. That's better artwork than we had the first time. These are better cases. Everything about this is better than the last. But
Honestly, the Ho-Oh looks worse to me.
I got to take myself off my nostalgia real fucking hard here, or this would be getting 4 Genesis. This game is flawless. I'm not fucking kidding. This might still be the best version of Pokemon early gen that exists. From everything DS back, this might be the best thing that ever came out. It's that fucking good. Its design is fucking phenomenal. Unbelievable game. Not what I'm rating. Fucking 3.4. They are better covers. They're almost great covers, but I'm actually not a fan of Mohawk Bird.
4.
It's a 2.5 because I don't like the Ho-Oh design in this one. He looked better in the original.
Well, I just like that it's not a fucking color and that there's actually something in the background behind the Mon.
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
So
But the
they've
design
they've
for
kind of
Ho-Oh looks
upgraded
crappy.
from, hey, it's a color, here's a Mon,
Yeah.
to, here's some extra shit in the background.
Yep.
So who are we missing?
I believe Scott?
Scott?
I gave it a 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shane?
then that probably...
I'll give it a 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. 'Cause, yeah, 3.38, moving on.
Okay.
Now,
You know-
Restaurant.
this
I
one...
do see the funny bit of this. Here's black version with the white Pokemon. Here's white version with the black Pokemon. Wait a minute. Something doesn't seem right here.
I took Pokemon Black.
This actually
I
brought me
believe I
back
did
into
too.
Restaurant.
Pokemon.
I took whatever.
Same.
I didn't give a
like
shit at this point.
Zekrom more, and I do like his typing more. When you find out that he's Dragon Electric over Dragon Fire.
Bill had me play Pokemon Black, and I really didn't want to, but he had me play Black.
I played Black.
and I got back into Pokemon because I played Black.
Yeah, I can't remember because I dropped off after
But-
second gen and I came back in this.
This has even, in my opinion, this has even less detail than the others because it's just a white background or a black background.
Right, which
So
is
I'm
why I
gonna
gave
give
it a
this
3.
1.5.
I gave it a 3 because it's basic as fuck.
Oh,
You 1.5?
That's funny.
What the fuck?
Somebody in chat said, "Look, it's Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's time to did it duel."
Well, why
No,
don't
you
you
didn't
go
do it
ahead and
long
stop
enough, but
staring
okay.
at me like a creepy boy?
Duel.
No. You got to sound like an old timey, like a fucking. Damn it! What the hell do you call it?
Morse code.
Yeah, no, not more. Telegram.
You got to stop
You
staring
got to do it like a
at me.
telegraph.
Which
Like,
uses-
well,
which
yes,
uses
which
Morse
uses
code.
Please stop
Yes,
staring at me.
So he was technically correct.
yes, but that
You
wasn't the word.
jackass.
It wasn't the word I was looking for. Is all I'm saying.
What?
You won't stop staring at me.
He's staring deeply into
No,
your
he's been
eyes.
staring at me for like almost 5 fucking minutes.
He's staring into your soul, Shane, because he still needs money for Motu.
It's true. He
2.
does.
Dude, you need to like.
I'll give these guys. Scott gave it a 2. I give it a 3.5. I kind of like the designs. They're neat. I've
Okay.
seen worse.
Okay. Oh, you wanted to go last. All you gotta do is say that.
It's fucking happening. God damn it. Okay.
Fucking Bill's walking
I will
around
justify
doing the
myself.
E-Honda hand.
I will justify myself. Yes, I'm giving a 5. There is a legit reason. This game hit me in a way that I was not expecting. Cover first. It really did. I'm not kidding. It is black and white, okay? That makes sense. They put the black dragon on the white background, the white dragon on the black
Yin
background. Yin yang. That was a big fucking deal for me right there. It sold the game right there. Both dragons are solid. This is the first time that I stood in the store, looked at both of them and said, fuck!
Yeah.
And had both of them in my
what he was
hands.
gonna say.
And could not figure out which one I wanted. I was coming back to Pokemon. This was my first game coming back. I saw them. They were fantastic. I saw graphics that made me feel like they'd finally moved forward. Everything about this was selling me on the idea that it was time to come back to Pokemon. Everything. The cover, the yin-yang, black and white, the idea that it was going to deal with something a little more adult for the first time ever. It was going to have an actual story and narrative and real design. It had better graphics. Everything about this was pulling me back in. And then for the first time ever, first generation, red, we're done. Next generation, silver, we're done. I don't even have to think about it. I'm like, fucking swimming fish thing. I got it. Fucking fish bird. Fucking
Kyogre.
mohawk bird, what the fuck ever. Like, and every time I was able to pick one without a doubt, without even considering, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, fuck this thing or fuck that. If there were 3 versions in a generation, I knew the one case that was the best case. You've been doing it the whole time, too. That blue one. The blue one's definitely. Let's talk about the best one. Let's talk about the blue one. No, motherfucker. Fucking 5. This is fan-fucking-tastic. White fucking dragon that does fire and looks like he's fucking made of white flame on a black background, yin yang, amazing fucking design and
It
preference.
also looks very regal and majestic.
Yeah.
And then if you look over at the black one, he looks more menacing.
Yes. And he's electricity, and he looks like some sort of robotic thing, like a man-made apparition.
He looks like he's got a giant generator on his tail.
Everything about this cover, and I know it's simple, but for the first time ever, unlike silver and gold, unlike red and blue, unlike everything else, ruby, sapphire, so on and so forth, you know what black and white is? The bare basics simple. The covers match the idea. The game matches the idea, a black and white concept that then gets diluted by the inner part of the gray area. The cover speaks to yin-yang. Everything about this is fucking fantastic. 5, and I justify my 5 whole fucking heartedly.
Wait.
Unlike Suicune, where I just really wanted to fucking do this.
Wait. If you love this so much, why don't you drop a Genesis?
Because I already did.
Fuck.
The
Do it.
thing.
Do it.
Fuck it.
No, yeah, do it.
Double.
Because this...
Prepare for Genesis and make it double.
I fucking loved this. I love the cover. I love the designs. I love they're both fucking dragons. Actual fucking dragons.
What did you give it? 3.5.
And
I
even the
didn't even rate
movie
it
went
yet.
along with
I
the
thought you
idea.
had.
There
No.
was a black and white version of the movies when these came
me and
out.
Bill
Not
are
that that
both
matters to
Genesis
this. But remember that? You could actually buy the movie and get a different, slightly
didn't give it a
altered
1.5,
movie
did he?
depending on which one you picked.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so 5.3 then.
There, Bill.
Because it was going to be an even 3, then you motherfuckers are like, oh no, let's go back to this.
I didn't even rate it, so I don't even know
I
how.
thought you had. I thought you gave it a 3.5.
No.
Whatever, moving on.
What'd it get? I was...
5.3.
5.3.
Sorry, I was doing this.
Yeah, we know. You're doing your wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, and now...
This one's not as cool. It's neat, but not as cool.
1.
It gets a 2.5.
Yeah, same, 2.5.
These guys look pretty shitty, actually.
They got a little over design.
Bill, don't wave that 5 in his face. You know that's wrong.
Bill,
please.
you did it wrong. You're supposed to do the callback. You're supposed to... Psst.
This was a 1. This, I can't tell you how hard of a drop it was. After all I just explained about those first 2 covers and how they blew me away, first sight, couldn't decide, so good, everything I loved about it. Then they took everything that they'd fucking created and was like, look, the black dragon's on the black case and the white dragon's on the white case, and they don't even really look that good, and they all kind of look like abominations, and we really over-designed them because we had this new guy, and we figured we'd try a fusion thing because, you know, fucking Digimon was doing it, so what the fuck ever.
Fuck
These
Digimon.
covers fucking suck. They're an absolute disgrace to what came before them, design-wise. If you like the game, that's fine. You can love the game.
I didn't even play the second.
You know what
This
I
is the
like?
only one that actually got a sequel, too.
Yes, and I will have a lot to say when we talk
Oh,
games.
shit, I gotta change mine then. Nuke it.
Okay. Scott's like, oh, that's a sequel? Fuck you.
Oh, I actually love the fact
You
that
know
it's a
what I
sequel.
like?
When we talk games, this is a big deal because you stay in the region, you progress in time, and you see all the characters that you actually affected 3 years ago through the course of how their actual lives went. It's actually a
Right.
damn good game.
You know, when they were making these designs,
But these fucking suck.
they probably had like, you know, they probably wrote down on a list of stuff. Like they wrote down on a list, and they were probably writing
Seth,
down
I think
like on this list.
I think that's the hint.
All right,
And
yeah. I did.
when they were like, guys, have you
Shane,
found
are you
the
adding
list?
these to a list?
Have I made? Did I put enough emphasis on the word list?
I don't know. I got my own thing
Yes,
for
I'm already
lists.
going through and I'm going to add it to fucking Shane Zero Part 3 list harder.
So
That's the playlist
No.
I've got for it.
It's list free or
This
die
thing-
hard.
No, that's 4.
These guys get a point too. Moving on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. So that would be list 3 with a vengeance.
Yeah, but the way I put it is like Shane Zero's Part 3, fucking Hate Harder or some shit like
So
that.
am I gonna have like Die Hard type titles? Because
Kinda.
I'm totally
That would be
down
awesome.
I'm totally down for that actually.
Well, I mean, technically, we should have gave Shane's list Part 2 Electric Boogaloo, but
And if we do make my
And I see the justifications for the design in the chat, and that's fine. Defend what you like, have your opinions and everything, but personally, on a design factor, selling the game by visual cue, this is the cover alone, this failed. I think it is nowhere near the design of the first black and white, and I have
So got a score for these guys?
No canon
Yeah,
matters
it's a
in
0.2
design.
altogether since he gave a 0.
damn. All right.
Oh, motherfucker!
The
I don't remember
obvious
if I got
correct
this generation
choice
or not.
is X.
This is the first gen that introduced fairy type.
This is the generation you pick X, and do you want to know why?
X gonna give it to you.
Other than X going to give it to you. Actually, no. X did give it to me. They finally gave me my Dragon Charizard. So, yes, X did give it to me. Gave me what I finally fucking wanted for 5 other generations of Pokemon.
Wow.
A fucking Dragon Charizard.
I can see this.
Gonna give it to you.
It did.
3.
Oh fuck, that was good.
And these guys are actually pretty sweetly designed, so it's
2.
4.5. I like the fucking rainbow antler deer. He's cool as shit. And as much as I gave Bill shit for wanting the fucking weird white bird dude, he looks menacing as shit on this cover.
His typing,
And he's kind of neat.
His typing, in my opinion, I don't.
It's
think
got spraying fucking water everywhere.
Because you can buy 3 copies and you have.
XXX.
Yeah.
And just slap it on the side of a jug.
I picked X on.
We got some homebrew
I wanted
Pokemon
Y.
moonshine.
But Bill, I remember when we got these together.
You wanted the
got
face
Y.
hugger?
Fuck yeah, I got
And I
Y.
didn't want to get the same as you, so I got X, even though you picked the damn cool. Yeah, that bird's a dark.
I love
flying
that
type.
bird. The second I seen that bird, I thought he was the coolest bird
and
in the
that fairy
series.
deer that I got and you got, I fucked everybody's shit
Dude,
up
well,
with.
fairy was very strong.
I see a deer and I see a face hugger. There you go.
No, I didn't. I thought this was so cool. I think I thought that was the coolest
That's
bird in
actually
the
funny.
series at that point. And that deer was another
Chat
reason.
brought up the fact that this never got a 3rd version, so we never got Pokemon Z. And I was like, and that was the funny thing, because when X and Y came out, we were fighting with ourselves.
I was hoping.
Do
that there
we
was a
even
version
bother
Z.
buying this, or do we wait for Z to come out? And Z
And
never
it could've
showed
been
up.
like a
Yep.
zebra or something.
No, and we kept cracking
Zubat.
jokes about next time on Pokemon Z.
And actually, I liked both the deer and I liked the bird. I liked the bird because I thought he was the coolest looking bird in the franchise so far. And I thought that the deer, you know what it made me remember? Princess Mononoke.
Yep.
Immediately when I saw its design, I was like, "Oh fuck! It's like the
deer.
forest spirit." I thought it was so cool. I will say this about the designs of the game. They play almost the same conceptual ideas as they did with the black and white. I don't think that it works the same way, but I like that the X is colored and the outside is not. But then when you go on the other one, the outside is colored and the Y is not. The Y is all super white. You get what I'm saying here? The way that worked. I like that. I like the background. I like that they're lifted off the background with that outline. I think it's not a bad designed cover. Removing myself from the game, I loved this game. I did. I played the fuck out of this game. It was the
so did I.
first game in years that I had played Pokemon-wise where I completed the decks. I played the shit out of
I'm
it.
gonna go to 4. I
But
like
these
it.
covers are 4. Yeah.
Because I do like the X background, the Y.
I will
in
say the
back.
one problem I had with this generation, they fucked up the naming for Chespin.
Wait a minute.
Chespin,
Is that
Quilladin, and then it was Chestnut. Chestnut should have been the middle one. Quilladin should have been the final one.
Nah.
This is the generation where I had my Delphox that would not fucking die on the damn Elite Four when I was just trying to grind through it and get my shiny Magikarp
Wait a
leveled up.
minute.
and it just wouldn't die. It kept getting hit
This
and
is the
hit and hit.
generation.
This
This is the generation that introduced this fucking water type. Greninja.
Yeah,
Fucking Froakie was the shit, dude.
but he's not on there.
I know.
Anyway, 3.5. We can move on.
Ah, dude, Greninja was the best. But no, Fairy type was broken.
Oh,
Okay, now these are Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
and they still look stupid. And unfortunately, I can't nuke them again, so they get a
Actually,
0.
these
I
look-
think Kyogre looks cooler than he used to on the cover, but that's because they
They
took a
still look
different.
stupid.
They started looking up at him.
Groudon looks awesome because of the flaming back. Nobody looks at explosion type thing. So I like.
Yeah, I like that they look up.
Yes.
He's towering now,
So
but I
now-
still don't care.
So, in the original, I liked Alpha. This one, I actually like Omega more. But I do like Kyogre more than I like Groudon.
Yeah, his cover's better,
No,
personally.
Ronan, my Delphox was not too angry to die. My Delphox loved me so much, it did not want to disappoint me by getting its ass
So
whooped.
this one's a tough one for me. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and I like these. I'm gonna give it a 4. I like these ones better.
I'm at a 3 because I think his cover is great looking. I think his
Kyogre
cover
does-
is not that wonderful.
He does, unfortunately, he brings it down a little.
3.
2.5.
And these get a total of 2.5.
2.5. Moving on.
Okay, this was
All right.
Aloha. The Aloha.
I did not get to play this because I didn't have a 3DS anymore when it came out.
Okay,
I had to
so-
come back and play this literally at the beginning of the year. I played and beat this.
So, I'm going to be honest with you. I took Moon.
The monster on the moon does look neat.
It's a
I
bat.
actually don't. Yeah, but it's a cool moon bat.
It's a moon. That's okay.
The
Yeah, it is a
lion,
cool
it looks
looking
like a
moon
giant
bat.
When
sunburst, and that's cool too.
When these games get closer to coming out, they release like the final evolutions for the starters.
Yeah.
and the typings of the
Yep.
of the box art. Well, when I first saw the box
4.
art, I was going for the moon because
You gotta
first
admit,
off, I
that
like
lion does look
I like
pretty sweet,
nighttime
though.
more.
I know.
I like the bat. It's better.
I know.
I like
And the
bat
creepy
more
bat
than the
looks
lion.
fucking sweet too.
But when it came down to typing, that's
Fucking
when I
just-
found out what the
just imagine,
typing
Scott,
was.
you
That's
walk
when I
down a
decided I know I'm
Dark
taking
alley
moon.
and that fucker's just hanging upside down in front of you. What are you gonna do? Probably
Dude,
gonna shit your pants.
That fucking bat
That's fucking
is
sweet.
fucking psychic.
I'll probably
ghost
piss my
type.
pants first and then shit
Ghost
my
is one of
pants.
my favorite typings.
Why not both at the same time?
So I took the fucking bat because of its typing,
Efficiency.
and I like how it looked. The lion's
It gets a
cool.
4.
I'm giving this thing a 4 or 5. I know they didn't hear me. It's fine.
Oh, I can't wait to go back and
Are-
watch this.
Are you doing this?
No, I'm just looking forward to
we're
going
waiting on
back
you.
and because when these episodes finish, I listen to them,
Oh,
and I'm
the-
really
the
looking
dual
forward to the
conversations?
clusterfuck that had to have been.
Good.
You guys were having a conversation while he was explaining his life choices, and then you guys overlapped, and then he waited for you, and then you like looked at him, and then he started again, and then you like started your secondary conversation on top of it. So that's going to be a mess of sound, is what
Good.
that's going to be. Both these cases, once again, we're back to being fairly simple. It's got better than a color. That is a moon. That is moonlight. That is a sun. It's harsh sunlight in space, basically, because you get the idea.
Brace!
I like both of these monsters. Both of them. I like the moon.
Simba or
I like the
Batman.
moon bat a lot. And because I just played this year, when I got there and got a big, cool, giant fucking lion of the sun,
You have, yeah.
I had fucking King Grayskull's mount as far as I was concerned.
God damn
It was really fucking cool. That picture, I'm going to tell you something right now, does no fucking justice to how cool that dude actually looks. Now, over there, the bat, yeah, he looks fucking cool. He looks cool on that cover. He looks cool in the game. He looks cool in fan art. That cover over there does not do justice to what that lion actually looks like. Because when I was playing it, the only one I could buy, because I don't know if you remember this, but they decided that Pokemon games had to cost well over $200 motherfucking dollars. So I said, I'm going to play this game. I never fucking played it. I'm going to do it. And I spent $120 fucking dollars during the time that the prices were just starting to go up to get that one fucking game.
Actually, that was about the price of the Heart Gold Soul Silver too. So
Yeah.
Yep.
So I bought that motherfucker because it was the only one there was, and I said, look, I could put it off, and
But
I
it's
could
just
not
gonna
play
cost
it.
you more.
But right now, prices are on this weird fucking rise, and if I'm gonna bite the bullet, I'm gonna pay the fucking stupid money, and I'm gonna buy it. So I paid it.
and that's assuming you got an
Begrudgingly.
actual official one and not a bootleg one.
I did get it. It's very official. I know that where I bought it. I checked it. No, I do. But after I bought it and begrudgingly paid that fucking money and went home with it, I said, I'm going to play nothing but this fucking game. Because I just paid $130 fucking dollars for it, and that means this is the only game that exists right now. So I charged up the fucking 3DS. New 3DS.
Yes, please.
Not like that I bought
Not
a
the
new one,
used new
but the one that's
3DS.
actually, because it's like new. Not
Yes.
new like that I just got. It's not new to me.
Not shiny new.
Yeah,
new
it's
as in
not-
new
yeah,
3DS.
exact- it's
so,
old.
so it wasn't new 3DS XL.
Yeah,
it was
no.
new
Yeah, it
3DS.
was new. Yeah, it was new, not new.
I got
yeah.
new.
Yeah, he got new.
He got the
3DS.
new
yeah.
new and not the
Yeah.
used new.
Yeah, see? Yeah, exactly. So everybody's on
So
point
do you
now.
understand
Everybody.
why their naming is stupid?
Stupid fucking name.
How do you
No, 'cause
think
I
me
got
and
the
Scott
snoo-snoo,
felt
so
because
I
we
feel
worked
like I
at
got the
GameStop?
knockoff.
Do you guys got any new 3DSs? No, do you guys?
No.
talking about-
This is literally how it went. Hey, I'm looking for a 3DS, and I would immediately go, ugh. And they'd be like, what? I was like, it's not on you, because you're about to get very confused as I go off through this list. Do you want a used 3DS? A new 3DS. Do you want a used new 3DS or a new 3DS? Well, how can it be new if it's used? Exactly.
And
Yeah.
also, do you want a 3DS XL or do you want a new 3DS XL?
Or a used new 3DS XL.
But
And usually
after-
those people stared at me going, what?
So
Usually they're like, just give me the cheapest one.
yeah.
Okay, used 3DS. Here you fucking go. Have fun. Or better yet, here's a used 2DS. Go enjoy yourself.
Seth waiting patiently to pounce.
So when I got this and I played through the whole game and I got to the end, I was thinking I was going to be disappointed because I wouldn't get Cool Moon Guy, which is the guy I wanted because the covers, he looks fucking awesome and the lion doesn't. When I got that lion, the Moon Guy can fucking piss off. Seeing the lion, actually seeing the lion video game graphics changed my outlook on it completely. It is a solid design. Hey, baby. Hey, Lexi. Go on. But yeah, that is a solid design. Now, the cases, no. So I have to give it a fucking 3 at base because while the Moon Dude is cool, the lion pulls it down because he did not get as good a cover.
I'm sorry, I zoned out after the new 3DS. What'd you give it?
It's hard to keep up. 3. Because
Three,
I
okay.
understand. It's hard to understand what's new and old and used and new
No,
and
my,
not new
and what's new, used, and used new.
and used new.
It's a 3.8. No, my brain just kind of glossed over because I'm getting texts from work about stupid shit, and I'm like,
You're not on the clock.
I'm not on the clock. Shut the fuck up.
I wouldn't even.
But it's my fault because I made like a group chat for everybody at work to talk into, so we could all be on the same page with shit. So it's like,
Oh, that's right. They came out with the Ultra shit.
Okay.
And honestly, those look stupid.
This
so
is the
it's a
same.
zero.
This is the same fucking thing
Point
as black
one.
and white. I don't like these
You
over-designed
had to just be a
fusion weird
fraction
fucking
nicer
guys.
than me, huh?
ruined it.
They ruin
Just
it. They
a
ruin the
fraction,
designs.
Scott.
No, just for the background colors.
If I had to pick which, I would still. If I was buying, I would still buy Ultra Moon. But
I would just buy a second copy
which
of
one
Moon.
is better out of the two? If you were at gunpoint and you had to pick one, I'm going to sit there and say Moon is slightly better looking.
Do-
That's my opinion.
Shane,
I could
if
agree
I was
with
at
that.
gunpoint and had to choose between them, I would say shoot me.
Because he does look like he has like ice crystals and stuff. In my opinion, I mean that's kind of cool. The fucking lion's got armor.
They
Kinda.
both got armor and they both look stupid.
Yeah, I think
But-
they both look really stupid.
You know, like in the last one when they did this over design thing, I think they took a list. Okay, and they wrote down all the different designs on this.
Here we go
list.
again.
and they were like, what if we give this lion armor as I write it on my list? And
Bill, what are you giving it? I'd like to go last this time.
Oh, this one falls all the way down to a 1. I think they destroy both designs of what they were originally. I
can't
don't
tell
like
that's
them.
a bat.
Yeah, I don't
Look,
like them
I
at
already
all.
nuked something I can't nuke again.
I don't like
Yeah, I can't
their,
either.
I don't like their
What the hell
terrible
did you nuke?
their terrible interpretation of
think I
Ronin
nuked-
Warrior's armor.
Yeah,
What did I nuke?
See, as a fan of
I'm
that
the only
show,
one that's dropped a nuke.
I thought.
I like
Other
that.
Yeah, I
show.
know.
Did I Genesis instead?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
That's a guilty pleasure show, to be honest with you.
Hey,
It
hey,
hasn't
Shane.
aged well.
Psst.
Yeah.
Psst. Psst. That's what I gave it.
A
I
middle
nuked
finger?
the motherfucker.
Hey, there we go. Somebody nuked it.
So it's a negative 0.78 because
Good.
that
Fuck
just
these.
looks stupid.
Hey, anything that I nuke goes on my list.
Oh wait,
right?
there's only one
Yes.
more set
Okay.
of
I just
covers
wanted to make
after
sure that
this,
was
isn't
still-
there?
Oh, and
Bill?
by the way, I do get that. That's the first cool concept I've seen in terms of Pokemon. Yes, this is one cover that they cut in half and made the 2 covers. Yes, that's a cool concept for the video games the way they are because you always have 2 versions. That's neat that for the first time ever they did that. That if you put those side by side, they're one picture.
I thought you kind of had that with the previous Sun and Moon.
You did. with
Kind
Sun
of,
and
but the
Moon,
color
yes.
is cut right down the middle, and it's more jarring than it is on this one because there's an explosion thing in the middle of them that makes it look like the colors, kind of like a beam battle Dragon Ball Z
actually
style.
even
It works.
see the little bat guy's like finger type
Yeah.
thing in the other cover, sort of.
Well, no, what that is that's the eyeball for the little
But-
mon that the bitch carries around in the bag that becomes either the lion or the bat.
But the design still sucks.
The design still
Yeah,
sucks.
It's terrible. Okay, these are some. Okay, let's talk. Okay.
Oh,
Well, Eevee's obviously the superior version.
Well, you're wrong, but okay.
Well, you can go kill yourself.
Eevee will kill herself.
that's an Eevee that doesn't evolve, like a Pikachu that doesn't evolve. But that's game standard.
And
Gotta-
I'm sorry,
gotta-
and
gotta
I'm
remove
sorry, but
myself.
Normal types suck. Nothing is weak to normal.
3.
You got to remember what Eevees do.
Yeah,
though,
but normal's not.
Weak to normal's weak to fighting. To weak, I think it's weak to psychic.
I think you. Here's what I'm going to say. The first time you ever battle somebody that has a full normal team that's calibrated for actual competitive play, you may see normals in a very different light
Yeah.
because they are a hell of a they're a switchblade character.
Yep.
They usually fill spots that you're worried about on your team. It's good, legitimately. The reason you get into a habit of carrying a bird most of the time, because a lot of people, they see the birds and they immediately think flying. A lot of birds in early game turn out to be normal types.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Oh, listen,
And that-
I'm not kidding.
And
Yeah,
that becomes a staple of your team because the bird can step into almost any situation you encounter
you misunderstood.
until later when they
Normal's
usually
not-
get their
I
second
don't like
typing.
normal types that often. My favorite bird of all time is Staraptor, which is a fucking normal type.
Yeah, normals are solid
fucking
things.
bird.
I will say, after playing Pokemon Unite so much with my buddy at work, Talonflame is probably my favorite
Oh,
bird
Talonflame
now.
is fucking sweet too.
It looks cool and it'll fuck your world.
I still love Pidgeot. I mean, the OG is still great too.
Pikachu wants to get picked up for a hug. Eevee's just sitting there, photoshopped on a field. Also, it's a 2 because it's literally just photoshopping pictures on a
A
field.
2 is all I'm gonna give it.
I'm going to give it a 2, but I'm also going to say I'd pick up that Pikachu. Come here, motherfucker.
I mean, I'm gonna
If I pick him up, he wants-
It might have some electrifying results.
He wants a Pika hug. He's getting a Pika hug, damn it.
Look,
He's cute
I've
as
made
shit.
an Eevee squad where I
I gave
had
it 3.
different evolutions and a normal Eevee holding an Everstep.
I'm really hoping that this next gen that's
'Cause
coming
I didn't
out
want
next
that
month
fucker to
This
evolve.
is
Introduces a
2.4.
new
We can see the next
evolution.
one.
In terms of this game, I defended
Not
it
yet.
on my channel. I liked the game. I
Oh, what's
didn't
up?
like these covers.
Oh, so that's
I
implying that.
said we could see the next picture.
Next-
and he goes,
okay.
"Nah, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Never mind.
I thought.
Never mind.
What? No, go ahead. Go.
No, no.
He probably thought I meant we could see the next generation, but is it...
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
Oh, are we moving on?
yeah,
Yeah.
we're moving on.
Oh, yeah,
That's
cool.
2.4.
No, that's fine.
Sword
Sword and
Shield.
Shield.
The shield kind of looks stupid, but the sword is sweet.
The first one I bought was Shield because I actually thought the Shield guy looked cooler.
No.
2.
But
You're
then
wrong.
I realized that when you actually get him, the sword dude is fucking a monster.
No, you're still wrong, though.
The sword guy looks better.
The sword guy should have been your first buy day one without even a second thought. Mr. Fucking I love the Tales of series. Fucking the Tales of series is amazing and I fucking love it.
I do love it.
And then why didn't you get Sword Dog?
Yeah.
I understand.
Sword dog, Shane.
I know who
Vesperia.
You fucked up.
I know.
Yep.
I didn't think of that.
I know.
saw-
I couldn't believe that when you were like, I'm getting Shield. And I was like, over Sword Dog? Over Vesperia Sword Dog?
But then I gave my version of Shield to my wife, and then I went out and bought Sword. So now I have Sword.
So he pawned the garbage off on his wife and said, "Here you go, look, baby. I love you. You can play this. I'm gonna go get the better version
Y'all
now."
can say that as much as you want. I got Shield partially because I was fucked, because everybody else was like, I'm getting Sword, I'm getting Sword, I'm getting Sword. I'm like, then I got to get Shield so we can fucking trade some shit.
Yep.
Meh.
Yep.
And it's funny that
And
the
come to find out, the Shield dog actually
gonna
plays
bring
more
that
to
up.
my strength because I usually go with big, bulky defense motherfuckers
Oh
Yeah.
he's
and
the-
always have one heavy hitter.
No, the Sword Dog has got a hell of attack power. The fucking
Yeah, but
wrecking ball.
then they came out with the Isle of Armor, and then you could get
Yeah.
punchy Bruce Lee bear, or you could get punchy fucking Ryu bear. So you take your pick on which one he's gonna be.
Yep.
Water fighting or dark fighting?
Yeah.
Dark fighting.
I took water. No, those water ones, awesome.
this person in the chat is actually correct. It is amazing that these covers can actually be less fucking. They're more basic than the black and white covers, if
Yeah.
that's even fucking possible, which is mind blowing. But at least black and white has an idea behind the fact that it was built basic on purpose. These are just boring.
Yep.
Yep. 3.
And that's why it's getting a 1.5.
Yeah, 2 at best.
What'd you give it, Shane?
Neither one of the dogs really stand out to me as being like the Pokemon I must have, and the covers are very basic.
About you, guy.
I said 2 from the start.
Oh, well then who'd I miss? Because I got the 2, I have my 3, I got the 1-5, the 2-5.
Bill and Shane said theirs at the same time.
Okay, then maybe I missed yours, Bill. What'd you say?
Oh, 2.
2?
It's the best
Okay,
I
then
can do
yes,
for it.
Okay, that's why. Because I thought I already... God damn it, woman. I'm in the middle of fucking doing shit and texting me. 2.2. Alright, now what did my future wife say?
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Alright.
Arceus or Arceus or
Okay,
however you
this
wanna
is
say it.
the first time
There's no
that the
there's mul-
cover
there's
has
multiple-
been a cover.
Yes.
It's not just one dude plastered on a color. This is an actual game cover. It implies the idea that there's a giant world to explore. It
too bad
shows
that
the
world's
two
boring.
characters. It shows the two characters.
at it.
It gives you an idea, cross idea of how many different Pokemon and different types and different things you're going to encounter. It shows a stylistic idea that these are like ninja-esque people
Yes.
living in that kind of time.
Yep.
It shows the mountain. It gets across a lot of ideas game cover-wise right off the bat.
It also picks and chooses some of the better starters, such as Pikachu being the mascot. You got Oshawott that became a Samurott, which was one of the better.
Honestly,
But you got
Oshawott,
Cyndaquil-
I'm glad I picked over my Cyndaquil that I really wanted because I saw what Typhlosion looks like in this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I got cool fucking dark
But-
armor-plated samurai
That's-
walrus.
That's
Bill got fucking doped up, sad fucking ghost chinchilla.
He's not the only one.
that's
Dude, that broke my fucking heart. I still have not turned the game back on. Look, when
I purposely moved him out of the team and then just went and beat the game. I was like, fuck this.
I still
when I
haven't even beat
play
it.
when I play these games, you guys look at all the material. I look at the starters, I pick who I want, and I stop looking at everything. I don't watch the previews, I don't do the Nintendo Directs, I don't check out the Pokemon stuff, I don't look up information. I want to be surprised by the game. I want legit surprises that when I'm walking in the field, I come across a Pokemon, I'm like, oh shit, that thing is cool. And you guys already seen it 4 months in advance. I don't have the same thing you guys do when it comes to these games. So when everybody but me knew that guy became Derpzilla. I had no fucking clue that was going to happen. I thought that I was going to get Typhlosion.
Yeah, so did I.
But because they added the ghost typing,
The thing
It
is,
changed it.
they gave me 2 of my favorite starters. They gave me my Cyndaquil, and they gave me my my Oshawott.
Yep.
And you guys were all like, "No, man, I'm fucking taking some fucking Cyndaquil," and everyone was like, "Cyndaquil." I was like, "God, fucking damn it!"
I took Rowlet.
Yeah, Shane
Did
took
ya?
Rowlet
Because-
and before I even had a chance, I was like, "Oh, well,
okay,
it's either
I know
I'm
that
the
wasn't
only
the
one that's not chosen one of those two,
That's
so
not
I'll
the
take
same-
my Oshawott."
That's not the same Decidueye. Because the actual Decidueye is Awesome Owl.
Yeah, he's dead and he's got the
He's the
got the
fucking
arrows.
grass ghost.
Yeah.
Dude, love that typing, by the way. Fucking.
Grass Ghost, Robin Hood. This one's
This
samurai.
one is fucking fighting.
Yeah, he's a samurai.
Is that what he is now?
He's got the fucking samurai hat.
In this one, he's grass fighting because you have Fire Ghost and Water Dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the walrus still a walrus?
He looks different.
He's a dark blue and kind of purple with black armor.
He
does
does
look
look a little
sweet.
He does look cool. Yes.
Cool. So only I got fucked.
I still have
You
it
got
installed on my Switch. I'll boot it up and I'll show you the fucking sweet ass samurai.
Dude, yeah.
I got smoked too much fucking Typhlosion.
Well, to be fair,
'Cause
one
he's
of
a
the
smoker,
background
he's a joker,
things
he's a
that's going
midnight
on in that
toker.
game is because you come from the future and go back and fucking teach these motherfuckers that Pokemon aren't like scary. Really, they could be your friend.
Yeah.
So because of that, you actually end up fucking up some of the evolutions because you kind of cause it where like a bunch of the materials that are necessary to make them evolve the way that they are end up going bye-bye, or you cause that Pokemon to never go to that evolution again or else, which is the reason why Typhlosion, since this is in the past and the other games are now, quote, future in this timeline, that's the reason why Typhlosion stays bad motherfucker instead of becoming, yeah, I'm gonna go sit down and smoke on my bong and listen to the dead, man.
Dude, I fucking hate that.
But anyway,
That's
I'm-
a
I
solid
gave it 4.
cover.
I'm gonna give
That's
it a
a solid
3.5.
cover. I'll go
No,
up.
no, no, I changed my mind. Don't give it a 3.5. Shattered Glass.
I'll go up to 3.8. I think it's a solid cover. I really do, but it's just a game cover. If I have to grade this game, I can't. I haven't been
Trace,
able to
okay.
complete it because that straight up broke my soul. That's my
Right.
favorite Pokemon of all time.
4.
Yes. Seeing that change and it jarring me so hard, there is literally
3.592.
there is absolutely no. It is my absolute number one spot in the history of all Pokemon ever released. That is my top ever. And I was not expecting it, and it really hit me hard when they changed it like that.
Now, this is the new gen, Scarlet and Violet.
Yep.
I'm.
I already got my shit pre-ordered.
Which one are you taking?
I believe I got Violet.
That's what I'm getting Violet too.
Both of those look terrible.
Because these Pokemon you can ride, they're motorcycles.
Yeah, I think.
They look terrible. It's a 0.
What are you looking at here, Scott? I'm legit curious about the newest game and what you think is. Are these good designs? Motorcycle,
Well, that's what turned me
Dragons.
off from this
I'm
game.
at a 3.5.
motorcycle dragons.
That they
kinda,
turn into motorcycles. They turn into what's that, Bill, with the 2 wheels and
bikes.
Well, now I definitely want to ride the bikes even more.
Hey, Bill, you know what other game had something turn into a motorcycle?
Look at him! Look at him talking all the way over there without a mic. What else turns into a motorcycle?
Do you remember what other game had something that turned into a motorcycle? It was Final
Fantasy?
13.
I know, and I didn't give a shit about that either.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
It's a 0.
That was terrible.
Look here. Here's the thing. I
Now, do you
think
see why I dragged my mic all the way out here to smoke?
I'm being nice here. I really am. I'm being nice here. I understand the gimmick. I understand the gimmick of you want to ride the Pokemon. That's part of the appeal. But we want to ride Pokemon because we want to ride horses and dragons and mythical creatures
Well, and let's
and
be
giant
real,
fucking lions.
Arceus
And we
is
want to be cool like fucking dumb-faced Skeletor with Panther. We want those things. We don't want to ride just like in the last fucking game.
Yeah, Arceus
I didn't want to
allowed you
ride.
to ride Pokemon.
I didn't want to ride a fucking bike. That was the biggest
Nor get
disappointment
into a glider.
in that game. It was the biggest disappointment in the game. As soon as they redid Red and Blue, as soon as the fucking Let's Go's came out and they said, you can ride Pokemon right now, from this point forward, that should be a standard of the industry. Every single game should have Pokemon mounts, which they got right in Arceus. I'm going to say that no matter what you think of that game, you get different mounts. You get a thing that you can ride in the ocean that is not a fucking bike or a boat. It's a fucking creature. That's part
for
of being in the
flying-
that's part
For
of the
flying,
Pokemon
you get
world.
you get a Braviary.
I don't
that
want
will
to
fucking fly.
Yeah. I want to fly on a bird. I want to ride on a lion. I want to cruise the fucking ocean on a giant
Whale.
fucking dragonfish or whale or some shit.
Or a seahorse. I'll take.
Yeah,
I'll
or a
take-
fucking
I'll take
crazy
a
seahorse.
Kingdra.
That is part of what this is. You collect monsters and utilize them to affect the environment around you and live as part of the world. You should have to get a fire-breathing Pokemon. It should be part of the game. They should really incorporate this into the games. There should be parts where you're in an ice cave. You're going to need a fire guy that has moves that affect the physical world because I want to live in the world with the creatures that I'm training.
Not,
Give
hey,
them fucking
I got
purpose.
This disc that teaches my guy to cut things.
Well, it's not. I get what they had to do there, but they should have moved past it by now. And if you want to evolve the games, if you want to show me something, in order to cross mass territory, I should need a mount, not a fucking bike. If I'm going to be in the water, I don't want fucking floaty tires. I want a fucking fish, dragon, bird, thing. I want to cruise.
Like in Sun and Moon?
I want to cruise on a fucking turtle, damn it, and I don't care how slow it moves.
All right, calm
I
your
want
tits,
it.
Roshi.
I want it. I don't
I
care.
would love to be on the back of a Blastoise in the water.
Exactly.
Being like, who's gonna fuck with me and my cannon tortoise?
That's what you want. Nobody.
Me right
You know
now,
what? You know what would be worse
bullshit.
is if you find the way to trade it all the way up.
I'm in
Now
the
you
water,
got to
man.
ride on a surfboard with your Pikachu.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nobody in the history of Pokemon ever, not once in any fan circle in the history of any fucking post you have ever seen in ever has said, wouldn't it be cool if the Pokemon was a truck?
Transformers,
No!
Pokemon in
It
disguise.
fucking wouldn't be. I don't want a Bikeamon.
You know, I'd like to slap the person who thought it was a good idea to have you play this game at a Pokemon school.
That might not be the worst idea because you are a kid.
Yeah,
And
but
there's
yeah,
multiple.
but-
There's multiple different campaigns in this game. There's different.
Yeah, I've heard there's going to be different ideas that you can basically each mini story is going to be its own little
the fact that it's
RPG.
an open world that you can have 4 other people run around the world with and catch Pokemon with and do all this stuff with.
Wait,
It
we
might
can
not be-
actually sit and play together?
It might
Yes.
not be the worst setup,
Well, shit.
Yes, you.
but
can.
I don't
Wow.
want to ride a dragon bike.
Okay, that might be the one
I
thing
mean-
that might be kind of stupid.
A dragon bike is neat, but I do want to ride, like, I don't know.
Shenron.
Oh, Rayquaza! Oh my God, dude! Could you imagine coming down from the heavens on
I,
that?
I would like to ride, like,
Well, let's
I don't know, my Samurott.
Let's be real for a minute.
In Let's Go Pikachu, I rode. Okay,
You rode a fucking Rhydon.
I rode on Snorlax's boob.
Oh, that
and it
too.
was amazing. Okay? It was everything I ever wanted from my big huggable fat guy. I just hugged onto his boob and he walked me across the wilderness
Seth,
and we were
get going,
together.
bud. Yeah,
we
bud,
were
hug onto your
friends
boob.
of
Got
the
bad
highest
back, can't do
caliber.
Dude,
I want to ride on a Pokemon boob, not a dragon bike.
go back. Dude, they showed us riding on Pokemon in the anime. Not only that, but you went to the theaters, didn't you? Watch the Pokemon the first movie.
Yeah.
Do you
And that
remember
guy
how-
rode in
do you
on a
remember-
Gyarados?
Do you remember how the water
That
Pokemon,
storm, yeah.
They were like, oh, Blastoise jumping on. That bitch rode a Gyarados.
Yeah.
Fucking. Okay. Yeah. I think Misty rode on
One
a
person.
Starmie.
One person came in on the
She's
bird.
scrawny. It's fine.
One person came in on the bird. The other trainer came in on a Gyarados. The other trainer came
Somebody
in
got
on a
lost in the
Blastoise.
storm somewhere.
And then the other
have
trainers,
jumped
which
on a
had
Pidgey.
way less good Pokemon, the best one they had, which this confuses
Didn't
me.
Pikachu ride on Squirtle?
I think so.
Yes, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm saying like that movie showed us that I could ride him. I would love to ride my Gyarados. Are you kidding me? Fucking, that's awesome.
I want to hug onto that star, motherfucker. Take me places. Fucking
That's
go.
To be fair, that's a big fucking star.
I know it's a big
Starmie's
star.
actually really big.
I'd be the fucking star of the show.
I think Misty rode
All right,
on Starmie.
and thanks for tuning in today, guys.
But I'm gonna give these guys, because I'm truly, out of these two designs, I like Violet more than Scarlet. I'm drawn to the Violet one. I don't know why. I just am. I
They
like
both
it.
look stupid.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Shane, we know the answer here.
It kind of looks like a ghost type.
Shane.
I like ghost type.
Don't wave that 5 in his face. I'll kick you from over here.
I gave it a 3. I didn't even give it a 5.
I'm going to rate 2 fucking things here.
Okay, go ahead.
These get a fucking 1. I don't give a shit about their stupid fucking distorted color backgrounds, and I don't like dragon bikes. I want to ride on a Pokeboob. I don't give a shit.
Well, that guy's got a tire boob.
No. That's him riding on his Pokeboob.
But if you, but because of the what is it? The transfer of property. When you sit on him,
Laws of transference.
his boob is touching. You're riding on his boob. His boob is touching the ground, and he's riding on his boob, and you're riding on him. So because of that, there you go.
Too roundabout. I want to hug my big fat mom.
You wanna hug and
say
squeeze
go.
his boob.
I don't give a shit.
Honk, honk.
Dude, I loved that. The first time, I didn't even know you could do that. I got one, put him on my team because I was going to prove to Gwen that normal Pokemon have a purpose. So I was going to build a normal team. Put Snorlax on the team, made him my little guy to walk around with me because I was like, I'm going to have this big giant fucking dude walking behind me with everything I do. And he doesn't even like to fucking move. So he's going to be all like, damn it, why are we fucking going? And then as soon as I pushed the button and he came out of the ball and my kid jumped up and grabbed onto his Pokeboob and he started walking me across the wilderness, I was like, this is the greatest fucking thing I have ever done
This
in
is
Pokemon
the greatest
ever.
and best story in the world.
Yes, this is the
Tribute,
greatest and
a
best
tribute.
story in the world. Tribute
to Pokeboob.
to Pokeboob.
You should have nicknamed your Slowbro tribute.
I fucking
Snorlax?
loved
Snorlax,
it.
yeah,
It is a
Snorlax.
moment in my life I will never
just named
forget.
him
It's
Pokeboob.
fucking fantastic. That got a 2, but you know what gets a 5? Fucking Scarlet is hot. She always gets a 5. I also don't get... I'd do something with her boob as well. But that's not what we're doing.
Hey, Bill, the best thing about Final Fantasy VII Remake whatever the fuck Intergrade was Final Fantasy VI. You already said it.
4.
It gave me an excuse. I had to use it.
Yeah, no.
2.5.
2.5.
That's the last cover, I believe.
I think that's it for the day.
That's it for the covers, but I got a few more extra pictures, but
Do we? Cool. Let's just go
just
through
extras.
them then. Okay,
Oh,
so that's
all of them.
yep,
Well,
that's
almost all
all
of them. Up to the let's go.
It's a history of everything we've looked at right there so far. Whew.
We're also missing a couple games, but
You're missing
It is what it
8th
is.
and 9th gen.
Oh, there's an idea. There's the layout right here.
Yeah.
And those are your like
The side ones are on the bottom.
Is those mystery
Honestly,
dungeon ones?
Pokemon Conquest has one of the best
Pokemon Dash.
ones,
That is a pretty cool game, actually. That's a really solid game.
and the cover looks neat.
Yep. Yeah, we just decided to do the main lines.
ones.
We're probably going to come back and talk about the
and
other
the
covers at a
spin-off
different
stuff.
time now that we know that this is something we can talk
the
about and
fucking-
do.
Yeah, I remember
But
that.
we had to test the waters and see that we could actually make this work.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
we made it work. I'm just looking forward to when we go through Mega Man.
Okay. That's them.
There we go, guys. There you
Mega
go.
Man cover art is gonna be amazing, Seth.
right.
Fucking
Okay.
Guy with gun.
Now, we don't have the time to hit up the next part, but that's fine That'll be this episode.
Bill.
The next time we go Pokemon, we'll be talking Pokemon, which is going to be a hell of an episode.
Which might be next month because we got stuff.
Yeah, we do
Yep.
have to make an
Yep.
announcement here at the end of the show today. We will not be here
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now because we have another wedding in the group. That
Yay,
just
you're
keeps
welcome.
happening.
Seth is getting married on the 29th,
Yep.
but his bachelor party is in 2 weeks,
Yep, which is a
Yeah.
filming day.
Yep.
which is no longer a filming day.
I have a it's next week is the Halloween thing.
Yeah.
Week after that is
Is the
Bachelor.
Bachelor.
Week after
That
that is
is the
wedding.
wedding.
Yep.
Week after that is
That would be back to
wishing
filming.
that I had the Eternia playset.
After the week
I told you could borrow my credit
I
card.
know.
God damn it!
You don't even know. I'm literally thinking about taking you up on that offer and then just paying you back because I really don't know if I should skip this. It's not
That's
going to
why I
happen
figured it'd be
again.
easier. I just give
If
it to
you
you,
buy-
and then you could
if you
just
buy-
be like,
if you buy-
here's some money.
if you buy
Here's some
Well,
money.
see, here's the thing.
Here's some
If
money.
I had a
Like,
month
okay.
to prepare, 1 month, I'd have the money. That's not
Right.
even a question.
But
I just stay
with
after work
everything
twice.
going on
With-
right now.
Exactly. With everything happening right now,
And
I'm getting hit too often,
give you
and
the
I
money
have to
for it.
fund it in the first week
and then I would
in
smash
order
it
to
in
get
front of him.
Grayskull. If you would actually do that,
Let's do that.
I would almost pay you to do it
Yep.
Hold
just
on.
because
He's gotta
you don't even
no,
understand
because
how
just
sick
because
that would be.
we could film it
Yep, I agree.
Dude,
and
I've
monetize
seen those.
that one
Have
video.
you seen those fucking videos where people like will buy a PlayStation 5, go out back and sledgehammer the shit out of it?
Oh, God.
Yeah, they do that just because
Yep.
they know it's going to piss people off so
Yeah,
bad.
it does
And
make me
so
mad.
many people will
Well,
watch
that's
that video.
you would
and
be doing that.
monetize
You would
it.
be doing that 5 times over with an Eternian playset. It is literally the holy grail of the entire Motu line. The biggest, most expensive, most elaborate, most sought after item in all of the collecting fandom of Motu.
Checking to see if he can afford to get
I can afford 2 of them.
No,
We're getting 2 of them.
no, that's
Damn.
so sick.
One for Bill to put up and one for me to smash in front of
I'll
him.
probably literally kick you.
No, you wouldn't.
Unless I guess if I had one myself, I guess I wouldn't care, but it
Well, to
would
be
make
fair,
me
if you-
mad
if
regardless.
you kick me, I'm going to smash
it
yours.
would also be really stupid because I promise you,
No, just
It's
like-
gonna be worth about triple.
aftermarket, this thing's going to go for 15, if not 2, easily.
Yep.
I would definitely sell it then. I need the money.
It's not even a
You
question.
buy
It's
it,
going
you hold
to
on
go.
to it for a year. You sell it for about $2,000.
They sell
Yep.
anywhere from 2 to 4K broken right now. This is the only way that legitimately people at our level of income, normal fucking income, without really going out of our way, have even the slightest chance to obtain a thing like this. You see them at conventions broken for $2,600.
Yep.
It is a huge item. It is going to be a big deal. And whoever has them that's willing to part with them will easily make 15 drop dead without thought.
Shane, let me explain it to you this way.
You have to show it to me.
First you get the money, then you get the Motu, then the bitches.
I promise you there ain't no bitches on
Or-
you from Motu.
Or what you do.
Actually, no, I'd argue with you. Believe this or not, and I'm serious about this, Motu, Masters of the Universe, has a 40% female audience behind it. I'm
Yeah.
not joking. 40% of the people that watch Motu are female audience.
And the other 60 are male.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
a huge. But think about that. Think about other franchises that you grew up with. How many others do you think actually hold that kind of number?
I like Pokemon.
So at a convention,
I'd give that to you
at
easily.
a convention,
Yeah.
broken fucking Eternia playset goes for about 2.6.
Yeah, it can.
So what you do is you take a perfectly non-broken one,
Mint in box.
you bring it to a convention and say silent auction starting at 2.6. Once this day is over, we'll announce the winner.
Yeah, I've seen people
And then
online that
suddenly
are.
you just have like 47 grand.
I see people online that can't buy one that are literally already asking. I'm not kidding. I'm in huge Motu groups, and I'm already seeing people say, "Please, somebody buy 3. Buy 1 for you to keep in the box. Buy one for you to display, buy one for me to buy. Please, if you could buy 3, I'll buy it right now. I'll do it right now. What do you want? And I'm already seeing people in the chat boxes that are going, if I get one, I'm probably going to sell it for no less than like 15, if not maybe even 17 by the time I hit the convention. And they're like, can I pay in increments? Fucking deal. Now. And I'm seeing that, and
It's like,
it isn't
I can't
even
afford
out
that
yet.
big of a drop instantly, but I can afford
Because
it over
this
time.
this is a huge deal. People are dumb enough to think that this thing is not going to fund. It only needs 5,000 backers. I'm sitting in groups of fucking 34, like 3,400 right now, and almost the entire group is like, I'm getting fucking 2, I'm getting 3, I'm buying 4, I'm buying 2, I'm getting 1. Sign me up for 1, I'll get 2. And those numbers alone, at just 3,000 people sit in a room. Each person, even if he's one backer, if he buys 2, that's 2 backings.
Yep.
This will fund, and it will fund fast.
Yep.
And the people that funded it are going to get it. It will not be obtainable afterwards. This item will not go retail. No fucking way. Never. Not possible. No way. Not at $600. And if it goes retail, it'll go for like $380, and it'll be massively, massively undertooled. It will not be the same one that people bought via this boost right here. No way ever. Ever.
Well, I heard you. And after everything you said,
Scarlet.
I'm totally.
She's hot as shit.
I'm totally, totally not gonna get this because I don't care.
All right. Well,
I don't care. Fuck Mo2.
anyways, I guess we'll see you guys again in November.
Bye.